hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, 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 hello. Hi everyone, hi everyone. I feel like I'm really loud. I of course spent the last hour before stream messing with my audio again because I didn't like it during Voice of the Void. But hi, 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 Pastel, and hi, Materials, and hi, Drac, hi, Cryptozone, and hi, Derpy, and hi, Axel, and hi, Gojira, okay, I'm caught up, and wee, woo, 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 wee, woo, woo, woo. That's all it'd take. I mean, look, sometimes you're so used to going left that going right just throws off your whole day, and you're like, what do I do with myself? I don't know what to do. But hi, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone had a good Friday. Ooh, immediate, tarot pull, huh? Today's been an interesting day for tarot. I read a reading for somebody else I know. They just messaged me middle of the night and were like, "Hey, I need a tarot pull," and I was like, "Okay." And it was insanely topical, and I was like, "I'm really sorry." I did a serious shuffle and pulled off the top. I don't know what's going on, my bad. But sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes it'd be like that. Yeah, how's everyone doing on this Friday? I hope it is a good one. I slept insane good last night, so good, so good. Um and I woke up and I was like, what day is it? Where am I? Oh, we've got the star. The star is interesting. The star is one of the ones I pulled earlier today as well. Which, where is my shit? Oh well. So star. Essentially, it is kind of like a bright future ahead. It is important to keep hope and kind of positivity is kind of what it is. Look at the things in your life that are bright and kind of the people who uplift you and support you, and those are the things that you should really focus on now. And that will kind of lead you towards more good things and more positive things. Hi Meryl and hi Keith. So kind of an indicator of good things to come as long as you keep a good attitude. It very much says do not get what's the word I'm looking for? Distracted by kind of negative thoughts or caught up on people who don't have your best interests in mind or support you, and instead just focus in putting on your energy into those people who are really encouraging. You're cooked? No! Why are you cooked? You tried and you have a headache and you're gonna take some painkillers and you can force myself out of bed. Sometimes you just gotta rest. And if you need rest, Pastel, just really focus on that. As a frequent migraine haver, sometimes when you have a headache, the best thing you can do is really just sleep it off. That's what I mostly have to do. So don't feel like you have to be more active than feels comfortable. It's Friday, you never want to work again. I mean, yeah, I that is it. And I'm pulling your card mirror. I'm doing another little shuffle. Just so, I mean, yeah, you can't just work once. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. And hi, Jurassic. It was good. It was good. It was a very easy peasy Friday. I didn't have to do a whole lot. Why is the tarot reading getting right at one card? I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes they're just really topical. You need to ask Bucket to give you some sort of modification to make you impervious to work, right? I'm sorry. And thank you, Derpy. Thank you, thank you. Unfortunately, even this mouse is not immune to wagey life. Unfortunately, the lab, although sometimes easy, is also occasionally a hellish wage cave. Cage, not cave. I guess it's kind of a cave too, but migraines for you are extremely debilitating because usually you get really bad vertigo and can't even stand up. Yeah, same. I don't really get the vertigo, but my eyesight goes out. I get them with aura, which means there's like sparkly like lights essentially all over where my vision is, so I just can't see through it. It is unpleasant. Migraines are terrible, and I desperately wish them on no one. Like, very intently, I wish no one got them. She'll just put the autopilot mod. Yeah. Oh no, Meru. I mean, okay, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's not the best. And it might not be applicable. But your card is the tower. At least it's regular, the tower. The tower not regular is way worse. So essentially, things might be either crumbling, or maybe it's not that they are crumbling, but they are some things you need to dismantle and tear down in life. This could be like, things are falling apart, and it's negative now, but you can rebuild from them something better. Or it could be that you are focusing a lot of energy on something that should be torn down. Such as like putting too much energy into stuff that is not actually serving you, instead of putting energy into something that would better you in the long run. So it might be a good time to like look at things in your life. It could be like relationships or work or like basically anything that maybe are not super stable or are really just negative, and you keep putting time and energy into them hoping it gets better, but it's not. And it might be time to like really rethink whether it's worth focusing on them or if you just need to like let it go. Or it could mean nothing. The tower for me is like one of those cards I draw a lot, and it is always like incredibly like poignant and like, oh, I guess I really have to address this thing I have really not wanted to address. Terror is scary. The last tarot reading you had was a few days ago, and you got the Fool, Death, and Hermit cards, roughly that order. Interesting. And hi, Q. Hello, hello, hello. Do you prefer kill or kill me? Roommate situation? Yeah, maybe time to wonder if it is time to to sort that in a permanent fashion. Help you nut. I mean, we got Kupo nuts, we got smoke nuts, blast nuts. What kind of nuts? Every time I play Manta Hunter and I see walnuts, I don't actually have any walnuts, they're kind of expensive. Nuts that have been in a wall? We have those, but it turns out they're actually peanuts that I've been hoarding away. It's too many nuts? You gotta have like options, you gotta have a lot of options. Hi Sin! Hello, hello! Hello, hello! How about pecan nuts? I mean, I wish. Have you guys seen the price of pecans? I actually like these scratches better. A nut extravaganza. Yeah. But every time I play Manta Hunter, I just go smoke nut. Like every time I see smoke nuts. Pecans are way too pricey, it's crazy. Or like, I want to make pecan pie or pecan cookies or like literally anything. And no, I guess I won't. Unless I find like an old person on the side of the road just selling like the pecans from their yard, then I'm just like, I guess not. I guess not. The fat southern boy inside you just giggled with excitement over pecan pie. I make a really good pecan pie. Like a really good one. I used to make it every year for Thanksgiving, but Papa Mouse kept being like, "Well, there's too much sugar in this. There's too much sugar. We gotta take some of the sugar out." And he'd like cut the sugar out of my pie, like ingredients, and like half it. I'd be like, "Dad, we're making soup if you do that." And hi, Luca. Hello, hello. Am I looking for a husband? Asking for you. I'm good. I'm good. Also, I hate cooking. This should be the caveat. I hate to cook. I am a good cook. I'm a better baker. It makes me so angry. You were hoping for a third super positive card? Yeah, I only do one. I only do one. Also, it's like a lot. Rejected too fast. Look, you can't just do that with. Look, the dwellers all must be treated equally. It was only for the pecan pie, so that's valid. Well, here's the thing. I am significantly more likely to make pie for, like, let's say if I was gonna make, like, dinner for friends or, like, bring it to a gathering, then I will, like, make, like, an obligation pie. That kind of thing. Didn't you do two? Oh yeah. I was saying that I got the star earlier for somebody else. I only do one. So you got the star also, and then Maru got tower. Obligation pie is crazy work. Look, sometimes you have to. Sometimes you're going somewhere and you're like, I guess I'll bring a pie. Or like cookies. Sometimes at work, like we'll have like potlucks, and because we have like multiple like vegans in the lab, I will just like be the single person making like a vegan dish. So I make something that ends up being like kind of mid because vegan food. But like nobody else is going to, and every year they're like, "Oh my god, thank you so much, thank you so much," and I'm like, "Yeah, enjoy like your mediocre stuffing." Hi Shoal, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hello, hello. Shut him down with our anti-infection cannons. Scout behind enemy lines and find his splattered, charred corpse. No, the corpse is absolutely mine. You can't have it. You can't have it. If there's a corpse in my territory, that belongs to me. Don't you take my prize away from me. He's gonna be stuck like Curly, and we're just gonna have to play VODs to keep him sane. Okay. But yeah, when I get better and kind of like more comfy, I'll try doing like more complex pulls. It'll probably be like more points though, because they take more time. But I've been practicing. I've been like reading and practicing. Yeah, any corpse is mine. I made it. I deserve it. Wee. Oh yeah. Wee. Oh, thank you for the head pets. Oh, I will stretch. I did really good at hydrating before stream though. I'm very proud of myself. I ate dinner and I hydrated and I finished my cake from yesterday. It was good. And I played Horse Girls. And I know everyone was like, "Oh, hold your pulls. Don't pull on Biwa. Hold your pulls for like the next support pull." And I was like, "Yeah, but Biwa pretty. I have to pull on Biwa." Which I did get her, so now I'm saving. In a way, becoming her corpse is kind of like becoming your husband because you're insane and morbid. I mean, yeah, and I'll keep you forever and I'll take good care of your bones. And I would never sell you to anyone else for science. I might dismember you though. Just like a little, just a little. And then maybe put you back together. We'll see. Oh, Biwa. Yeah, Biwa's so pretty. I couldn't resist. And she's like a little math nerd. I had to get her. I was like, she has like poofy curly hair and is cute. I can't not fall for Biwa. And hi, Jessie. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Cheese to meet you. Thank you for the follow. I will hydrate. I will hydrate. It is all for science. Look, it's so worth it. One time I went to an interview at a lab. um and like during like the tour portion, because I was thinking about leaving the lab where I currently work. And we were like walking around, and at one point the lady's like, this is our like cadaver freezer. Like, are you cool with that? It has like human cadavers in it. Like, are you comfortable with that? And I was like, yeah, like they're like it's a lab. Like you like invent medical devices. I know there's cadavers here. Like, did you think you were just like testing the medical device on like a live person first? Like like what did you think I thought was happening? And she was like, "Oh no, just like some people are really like not cool with humans." And I was like, "No, I'm fine. I don't care." Like I understand how like device development works. Anywho, I did not work there. But that wasn't why. It was because like when we were talking to like the other like researchers, they were like really standoffish and like off-putting, and I was just like, this place seems like it might suck and be like unfun. You thought when we follow, we auto agree to leaving our corpse to you when we pass. You do. But like, sometimes people think like, oh, I'll grab that extra corpse, and like I just have to make sure they know. Nuh-uh. That's mine. I called dibs. I liked it. You can't have it. Do I wear a cool lab coat in your laboratory? It depends. Like normally I just wear like scrubs. But there's certain areas where you're supposed to wear a lab coat because you need like more coverage. So sometimes. Sometimes no. It's really hot. Most of the time I have to wear like other PPE, like full on like disposable gowns, gloves, hairnet, mask, shoe cover, arm cover, stuff like that. When you die, can you reanimate me but as a freakish muscle dweller that just roams the back rooms but not as a monster just wandering around saying hi to people? Absolutely 100%. And people will be like, what is that? It's so jacked. And I'll just be like, oh, that's just Mirumon. He's not really a monster, he's just the greeter. And you'll just be like, hello. And just like keep on going, and then like the next person that's lost in the back rooms, they're like, what is that? And you're just like, hi, welcome, there's snacks around the corner. Hello. Please use the microphone. No, but we eat it instead. Wow. But sharing, I mean, sharing is caring, but I might be a little possessive over like my fun stuff. You were really into this girl once who was super goth, and she literally collected bones and stuff, and she said she always wanted human bones and asked you if you died if she could have your bones, and you said yeah without thinking because man brain, and she laughed and said she meant it as a joke. It's illegal to have human bones, but she appreciated the gesture. That's a normal girl. That's like a girl where you're like, man, she kind of a freak, but like she knows like she's like cool with like the limits of being a freak, where she's just like, dude, I don't actually want it, but I do appreciate that's a kind gesture. I was just being weird, but I'm glad you rolled with it. What if you, for example, needed a corpse for science? If you make a corpse, can you claim it for a bit beforehand? Yeah, if you're like creating an additional one and you're just like, hey, I gotta use it for a bit, but then like you can have it. I'm like, absolutely, absolutely. Hi, geese. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Saying hi in a really tiny, high pitched voice. Yeah, it's so people don't get scared. Some people drown. Yeah, Miru, because Miru's the big jet creature walking around the back rooms now. You gotta have like a little voice to make sure people know you don't mean to like hurt them or scare them. When you reanimate you, could you make you human but your lower half a spider body so you can scare people with arachnophobia? Yeah, you can just be like a drider. Like, we'll give you like a cool lantern, just like the one in Baldur's Gate 2. And then people will be like, yo, what's going on with that spider? And you're like, scary, scary, arachnophobia, scary. And there's gonna be an entire subsect of people who are just like, that spider's looking a little like, mm. I mean, hey baby, what that spider see do? And you're gonna be like, no, not like that. It's like all the people that like looked at Quelaag and her sisters and go like, oh, spider girl, oh, spider lady, oh, scary, she put people in cocoons, spider lady. Mm, mm. Um, you know, those people that I don't know. I don't know any of those people. She's so cool though. Big spider lady. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You bet you two personally know those people? I mean, no. I've never met them before. I don't know them personally, of course not. I don't know anyone who's like, wow, spider women, the best women have 0, 4, 8 legs. If yeah, you neither. Yeah, it's like who does know those people? They're really rare. Like when do you even meet them? If Miro and you die, you should chop us down them in half down the middle and stitch your opposite halves together. So like your left half in his right half, and then your right half in his left half, to create 2 abominations instead of just one. Are like the marrow halves like really jacked, and then like the Drac half's like tiny. That doesn't sound appealing or arousing at all. Yeah, yo, no, that's scary, so scary. Hi, Fudge. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I couldn't even imagine. We definitely didn't hear from someone yesterday who said I would go into the void willingly if there was a blue 4-armed woman inside. Hi, Shiro. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. We have to hop around one night. Mira's like, oh, that's a lot of work. It's like stitching a stuffed animal onto a gorilla. Oh my god. Looking adorable today. Wow, thank you, thank you. The Void, that's dark. Yeah, well, we were playing Voice of the Void, and we were talking about what the Void's voice might sound like and what the Void would do to entice you to, you know, enter the void. And we asked a dear friend, and he was like, you know, for blue 4-armed woman wearing a large hat, say less, I will dive in. To which, like, relatable, honestly, it makes sense, it's respectable. And I wouldn't even be surprised if she was actually in there, you know, legally distinct, 4-armed blue sorceress. You walk like you're a ghost normally, so imagine if your lower half was a spider, it'd probably scare people. Yeah, okay, to be fair, if you didn't know there was a half spider, half person coming, it would be scary. Just think like Ronnie talks on Starry Sky, that's the void. I mean, okay, so here's the thing. We love Ronnie. I love Ronnie. She's cool. She's great. But that's not my wife. I know like most like souls Souls bros are like, oh Ronnie, oh wife, oh Ronnie. Um, I love my witch wife in space, blah blah blah, whatever, whatever, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, Ronnie, nice, cool. Um, but like, no, not my wife. Fia though. Fia, on the other hand, hi Venom, hello, 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 hello. Yeah, Mira, do not get strangled by sin. Do not get strangled. Does the void immediately consume you? Or like is it like a trade where the void lets you come in and go? No. Once you're there forever. Understandable. Pocket Ronnie though. Not the Ronnie Fumo. But no, Fia is like absolutely my wife. Like her hugs kind of debuff you a little. Relatable, relatable. And then like I don't know, sometimes I don't know, there's just something about her. Like that's my woman. Like when I was playing that game, I just like have to go her route. I just have to. Um and like you have to carry on her legacy. Like she sacrificed it all for it. And, you know, I believe in her. God, I love her so much. And then I just wore her dress like the rest of the game. Just the voice, but with the body of a big lady of Resident Evil, that'd be classy. uh, People were so thirsty for that lady. Hi Sukaji, thank you for the blah 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 blah. Hydrate. I have to fill up my cup. I do remember that. Yeah, it's like, oh, we just want to be hugged. And then she's like, what was it, like endurance down or something? Was it health down or endurance down? She's just like, hug. Sorry. Sorry. It's like one thing up, one thing down. I'm sorry I'm so sniffly. Health down? I have not played in forever. And to be fair, she's not been alive in my game for a long time. Um, Fuck that guy though. Hate that guy. Murdered to death. No one kills my wife. You lose like a good amount of health, so it's like 90. Yeah, I'm good for her. She should. She should. Men only want one thing, and it's fucking disgusting, and it's just a picture of a couple sitting on the couch watching a movie. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, in general, people only want one thing, and it's disgusting, and it's companionship and understanding. And like appreciation and care. God forbid, so scary, crazy, crazy. 90% of Elden Ring before you realize she debuffed you. Yeah, you just gotta keep hugging her forever. I mean, you can also just like make the debuff go away when you need to and then go back later, get a hug. Go back and forth. So on and so forth. Ugh. Good times though. I don't know, I just thought she was so cool. And like her lore is cool, and like her thing is cool. Like her whole thing is really awesome. She's just a cool lady. She's just a cool lady. Yeah, yeah. All the cultist friends are very supportive, and I really appreciate it. You remember going back to the round table every time, and you would embrace her. Yeah, you have to. You have to be like, Fia, my beloved. I have come back. How are you doing? And she's like, I don't know, seek least. And you're like, well, that's a different game. And she's like, oh, I thought you missed that. And you're like, I did, thank you. Oh, Dark Souls 2, I love you. uh, I'm one of those people who like really likes to, even though other people are like, wow, this makes me want to like rope. I'm just like, it's perfect. I have no problems with this. Unfair enemy placement. I don't know what you're talking about. Absolutely painful, like mind numbing, running through like a bunch of people spamming like homing missiles at you. Your kindred spirit. 2 is good, and I like the DLC of 2 a lot. I like 1 and 3 also. I mean, they're all good, but like for reasons unknown, 2 is my favorite. I never played Scholar the first Sin edition. I played it in the DLC before it came out, and to be fair, I have not played it again. You guys played Shadow Tree? There is the Black Knight, like Shadow of the Erd Tree. I have not played it. I've not played it. Hi Tobias. Hello, 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 hello. You're bad at all of them, so it doesn't change much. I mean, same here. I'm like heinously bad. Oh, and thank you for the follow. I meant to say that in my hello, hello. But brain slow. It's a Tsundere character. I mean, I want to play Shadow of the Archie because, like, Mesmer, spicy. But, the list of games, I, like, was gonna get it when it came out, but there was something else I really wanted to play, and I was like, oh, I'll play it after. And, like, I mean, clearly, that never happened. Oh, I think it was Metaphor. Which is terrible because I didn't finish that either. 1 is the best in your opinion, but 2 has a lot of improvements, you have to admit. You think it's really good, and then you've never finished 3. It's just too roll sloppy. 3 was really good. I didn't have that much trouble with 3. Bucket liking something that roughed her up and bullied her and treated her poorly? Nah, that's like, okay, so I was listening to a streamer I really like, and he was talking about like freak games for little freaks, which are like games that are generally inherently unpleasant to play. Like they are punishing games, like games that like hurt you emotionally, but you're just like, I gotta do it, like Souls games. And we're talking about like how that is like an entire genre of games that people like. It's just like games where you have to like bash your head against a wall like over and over and over and over because it's like so satisfying when you finally get through. But yeah, it's like its own little thing. Little freaks, that's you? I'm hurt. Yeah, I was like mood homie, me too. And I can't remember what game he was talking about. It was like a retro game, in like relation. And I was just like, bro, that game is so good though. Oh, it might have been Baroque. Spicy and painful at the same time. Yeah, exactly. It's the perfect combo for like a little like long boy boss. Falling for a guy named the Impaler. Yeah, I support what he's doing. I think you should impale people who like come in your region. So Umumasume, yes. Oh, any bullet hell? Bullet hells are like actually too painful for me, but I'm just like really bad at dodging. Unless you've played The Void Rains Upon Her Heart, that bullet hell I love. It's really good. I want to play it again sometime soon. Impale people who come in your yeah, they're like invading your little home, and you're just like, guess I gotta impale them. Guess I gotta like drop kick them and like plunge both of my pointy little feet through their chest. Is what it is. Is what it is. But yeah, Umumasume is like totally one of those games too. Um, Especially if you look at all the runs I did today, in which I was like, I'm gonna start training my like legacy horses so I can make better horses, and I just failed every single career, like not even in the finals all day long. Like I would get to like one of the 3 races before finals and just like dead, and I was like, why is this happening to me? What is this? I know how to play this game. What the fuck is happening? Because I was like, oh, I'm finally consistently like, getting to the end, blah blah blah. And it was just brutal. It was brutal. Yeah, I didn't win with anything. Kill all Hornson, burn all Hornson, curb stop all Hornson. No, no. Look. I mean, I guess, look, I guess if people are, again, if people are coming into your house, maybe set them on fire. You cannot get any long aptitude horses to the end. I was doing longs. I like am allergic to stamina or something. I'm just like, speed? And it's like, yeah, well, can you beat like the long race before the finals? And I'm like, no, no. And they're all like, I had one, it was going fantastic. Everything was good. Mostly. I don't even remember what horse it was. We get to like day before the finals, and she's just like, I train like a 14% failure, like double friendship speed training. Like right before, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna like put me over, this is gonna put me into like really solid territory. No, failure. Mood. Like, the mood had got down randomly to like from great to like good or whatever, like the day before. We fail that training and it drops down all the way to awful, and I lose like a ton of points. And I was like, what the fuck? And I solidly, like, I was just like, no, fuck it. I am not gonna try and, like, recover from an awful mood at the finals. No. Or it was like the qualifiers, not like the finals, but like the qualifiers. And I was like in a really good position but with like the awful mood, I was just like, I was screwed. And I was just like, okay, we'll see how it goes. And she was like horrendously like last. Even though she was like, projected to do well. And I was just like, okay, never mind, I guess. You had a run where you got the failure that gives awful mood and -10 to force. Yep. That was me right before right before qualifiers. But yeah, if it was at the beginning, I would have just been like, no point. What's the point? And sometimes that happens where you just like whiff on a bunch of stuff early, and you're just like, never mind. I guess so. Me and this horse can both go to the glue factory. I really want to be fantasy life. Because I keep feeling the urge to play No Man's Sky again as my like chill, relaxy game. I come back to it a lot just because, like, I don't know, there's something about just like adventuring through space, and like I build my little space house and I just blah blah blah. I just do my little business. I fish my little fishies. But it's just like really chill. And I've been really wanting to play like an explory buildy game recently, and I don't really have any right now that I haven't like played to like oblivion. Although I guess I have played a lot of No Man's Sky, but they like add enough stuff on the regular to there's like always stuff I haven't done that is like fun to do. I don't think I've touched whatever the story of the game is in ages. I don't even know what it is. But I think last time I played it was either, I can't remember which one was newer, like the fishing expedition or the definitely not Helldivers fighting all the bugs. It was fun though. And I just gotta get back to it one day. Oh, I shouldn't even do that though. I should just be like lock in and finish Metaphor and get a big JRPG off the list. Well, even I shouldn't think about all the stuff I should be doing. If I think about it, then I'm just like, oh, I shouldn't play games at all. I should just rig whenever I have free time. Hi, Titan. Hello. Day has been good. Yours is good too. Yay, that's really good to hear. Yeah, day has been good. Work slow. Tried to do some rigging. Looked at my face angles. Hated all the angles I did. Redid the eyeballs on all of them. Hi, Flea Flicker. Hello. And it's so funny, like, the angles that I don't like on my face rigging are like when you do, like the you know, extreme angles where, like, how often do I, like, do that? And that's the one I'm like, I don't know if I don't know if I like this. Where it's like I can't even like talk like that or anything, or it's like the hard up angles. And I'm just like, no, they all have to be perfect. Even angles that me as a normal person will never ever ever like contort into. Unless there's been like an incident during stream where I'm just like, I don't know, deciding I would like to curl up into a little ball. But still, I worked on them. In between Kitty yelling at me and deciding that my true calling is horse racing. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, I don't want to get out of bed. I slept so good. I'm just gonna lay in bed and like watch some TikToks before I go to before I get up and go work. And like TikTok was like, I hear you like horse girls. I hear you like horse girls. And oh, use like a camera for your model, or like you don't know how it works. You have a couple options. You can use a webcam, in which you really need like a good graphics card for your rigging to be like decent. Like it doesn't matter how well rigged your model is. Like if you're using a webcam and not like an Nvidia, your rigging will never look that good just because it's not tracking you well. So webcam plus Nvidia is like okay tracking. And then you can use an Android now, I think. I don't know how it works though. And then your best tracking option is using an iPhone to track. So yeah, I have an iPhone just for tracking my movement. And hi, Suki2. I think that's how you say that. Hello, hello. Doing good. How are you? Your whole Twitter feed has been horses. Yeah, like everything in life is horses. But so TikTok has been giving me like Musume or Masume content, and today it said, do you want a horse race announcer content? Do you want like actual racehorse content? And I was like, yeah, tell me about the racehorses. Tell me about the racehorses. Hi Ninja! Hello. No one is bald here. There's not even a bald toggle. There's no bald. Uma Musume. Yeah, so I learned about some like one. I learned that, but your name is bald. No, it's not. No, it's not. Hi Zan. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Cheese to meet ya. My name is Bucket. And I am a bald C, but I guess it's kind of like last name. I guess it's a strain. It's my strain. Because I am just regular lab mouse. I'm not a fancy strain. But yeah, so I learned about what were they? It was like journalism was a cool one, and was it Bug Chaser? I don't know. There was one that had like insane records. The horse was so cool. So what if it cuts out? I'll show you. See how there's no movement right now? I'm moving. I just have my hand in front of the camera. Now it's back. You just stop moving. If you lose tracking, just like nothing happens, you become frozen. So if you ever see someone who like becomes frozen midstream, their phone might have died or they just like lost tracking. Some people have an animation that plays when they lose tracking where they like Like, do a little sleepy, do a little sleepy. Yeah, they have funny idle animations, so yeah, you can have your model like run a specific animation when it loses tracking. Oh, thank you for the head tats. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, that's one option. I found that like I used to have like a so like if I got up, it just looked like I was sleeping. Um, but I kind of realized like there's a lot of times when I just like come over here and I'm just talking on the other side of the mic, and like when I would just be behind the mic, I kind of want the model to stay where it last saw me. Instead of just immediately going like and like going to sleep. Or like when I would drink water, it would go to sleep instead of just like keeping my last frame. So I changed it to just like, keep the last thing it saw as like where I am. You want to see an animation that makes the model rope when it's idle? I think you would get like hard and fast banned by John Twitch himself if you did that. Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to answer any questions about like the technical side of YouTubing. I know like sometimes people don't really like to talk about it because I don't know, I guess like immersion or whatever. Um, but I think it's really important to like for anyone that might be um interesting or interested in like starting VTubing or like getting into kind of like some of the technical aspects. Like some people might be interested in like getting into rigging or whatever. I think it's important to have like information pretty easily available because it's always good to share stuff like that with people that might be curious. Yeah, it'd be like, yeah, speed record ban. Even if it would be funny, it would just be like so fast. I think there's like other places that might let you do it, but I'm not super familiar with any other platforms. Hi Ray, hello, 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 hello. Spinning idle animation. You could like rotate, like kind of like you couldn't rotate the model, but you could go like you could Z axis rotate, um, axis, and like you could have an animation where you like do basically whatever. Um, oh, Mr. Meow Meow. He has been yelling at me a lot today, so I kind of hope he like chills out and doesn't just like decide that today is a day that he does not want me to stream. Um, but yeah, there's like a lot of stuff you could do. He's precious. He's precious. He's really cute. He's very fluffy and adorable. I love him. But he's been like extra baby. Yeah, yeah, he says hello, hello, hi, hi, hello, hello, let me in, hello, let me in, hello. He wants to greet everyone closer. Um, but there's like a lot of animations that like are better as like toggle animations. To like instead of like auto losing tracking it plays, it's like you just set the animation and then turn it off when you're back. Because like it'd be like jarring if it auto played. Like you could like just have yourself like hold a pillow and like close your eyes or like do whatever. But like if that happens like every time you lose tracking, it would be like disorienting. I wanted to do a lot of animations for the model, but I got lazy. Well, and thank you for the posture check. I stretched, I postured. I will also drink water. Thank you, Aluka. Thank you, thank you. It would be funny with spinning. It's one of those ones where it'd be really jarring if it was like an auto one because I would start spinning a lot. Like, a lot. And wee wee. Woo woo woo. Wee wee wah. Wee wee wee. Yeah, mid sentence just like spin, spin, which would not be great. It would not be great. Um, like when someone has a ragdoll button as redeem. Yeah, Or you can just be like, "Whoa." It'd be so good. What do you mean? It's like one of those things that'd be better for like game streams to me. I like to keep kind of like the ASMR streams pretty like not too like jarring or goofy. I mean, it's a little goofy because like we are who we are. But please spin redeem. I might spin redeem. I will. There's like several redeems I will probably add when 1.0 is done because they will be like extra funny with like missing limbs. Like I want to do like a show feet redeem, where it just spins me upside down, and then there's no feet there. I think that'd be funny. Uh, you knew someone in the old VR chat days that figured out how to turn the bones off on their model with a toggle and did that? I bet I could do that when my 3D is done. I don't know how often I will use the 3D model for like stream content. Just because I don't have a good way to track it. I only have webcam tracking for 3. Well, I might. I don't know. I have to test it. I have not tested um full body tracking with the iPhone yet. I've only tested with the webcam, and it's like, whatever. Paraplegic toggle is actually insane. I mean, that's real. That's real. So the art layers on all of my limbs are done to with the assumption that the limbs will be off at some point, so that you can see the wire sticking out of like the connection joints and everything behind the limbs. So that it's not just like nothing there. It still makes sense. Like the connecting sockets and stuff are there. um we'll figure out how it works. We'll figure out how the nugget redeem works. We might try a few different options before we land on like the permanent one. Boneless chicken, boneless bucket, yeah, boneless. Boneless. You like your buckets boneless? 1 million point ultra wee 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 redeem. It's just normal wee 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 with like echo or something. We might do like, I don't know, that'd be funny. It'd be funny if it's like a 1 million channel point wee 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 and then it does something secret and extra. There's a lot of redeems that will be interesting. Come debut, hopefully. There might be more redeems that scare the host than ever before. But we'll see. Because there will also be PyShock integration at that time, and I'm sure some people will be like, no, no, I don't like it. I don't like this. This is scary. This is scary. But like, you can't be an electric like interfacing thing without some sparks. If you're not willing to scare the host, you'll never get any worthy bitches. So true. So true. Screamer redeem for horror streams? Maybe. Maybe. Call that Pikachu? I might. That's really funny. I might do that. It won't be like anything that is like inconvenient will not just be like channel points, probably. It might have to be like triggered a different way because all of it'll be like running through Sammy anyways. So it can be triggered with like whatever. Jump scares are kind of cheap. Yeah, I'm not like so much a jump scare person because it's like if you're experiencing like really good ambiance in a game, you don't want it to get like, I guess, like taken out of it by like an out of game like, what? You know? You forgot to send the message, but you'll be lurking. Ah, thank you for the lurk, Titan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 1k bits? That'd be a lot of bits. We'll see, we'll see. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So far my only plan is the TV interface for like raids and stuff. The slow creeping dread of invisible death redeem win. Or inevitable death. Yeah, this redeem just like makes me think about existential dread. That's all it does. And it's just like the oops, too conscious redeem. Oh no, you thought a little too hard. Too aware of yourself. Oopie doopie, now you're having one live on stream. Now everyone has to deal with that, with you going like, oh, oh no, oh guys, am I doing enough? Oh guys, I don't think I am, oh jeez. Oh jeez, oh no, self-doubt, oh I'm never gonna accomplish all of my dreams by the time I kick it. Just have an unserious jump scare where the mouse gets closer to the screen and boop. I could actually legitimately, it could be like jump scare and it could legitimately just like zoom in on me and go like boop and then go back to normal. There's a couple things for that I am going to do and implement with Sammy that will be activated based on certain words typed in chat that no one will know about, so you guys will not know what word will activate it. And it will give a little hint to something fun when it happens. But it'll be like a secret. I don't know when that's gonna happen. That's kind of more of a long-term plan though. A redeem where everything slowly becomes desaturated would be spoopy, but not as much for me, but for us. Yeah, most of the sneaky, scary, well, not super scary, but like weird redeems I have planned, will be more for y'all. It'll be like, you know, one for me. It'll be a little treat. Chat, am I enough? You'll always be enough. I mean, I already have the, like, streamer existential dread, where, like, all the time I'm just like, am I doing enough for the dwellers? Am I bad? am I stupid? Do I suck? You know, blah blah blah, dumb anxiety, doubts, and then legitimately, like, every time I stream, I'm just like, yay, I get to see all the dwellers, yay, 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 yay. Oh, it's raining so loud? Ah, crazy. That's like very loud rain. I keep like, I mean, to be fair, when it storms, my power goes out most of the time. But sometimes I'm like, it better not storm or it is gonna pick up all of this. Those streams will be easy, just write every word streams. Yeah, but you guys won't know when it is active. It will be a secret. I will not mention it. Yeah, I guess I'll die. Dude, sometimes you're just like, it's like 2 a.m. and you're just like laying in bed and you're like, wow, I certainly like fucked up all of my social interactions today. Wow, I guess everyone hates me. You're glad the power grid here is built for like 3-foot snowfall, so a basic bitch storm is a. Dude, I think the power grid here is like built for like light wind and that's it. Like we had like a squirrel take out the power grid of like most of the lab and like the area around it. Not too long ago, just like one squirrel, everyone was out of power for the day. You had social interactions today? Wow. No, I didn't actually today. Today was like, I mean, this is my social interaction for today. Sometimes after stream, I'm just like, wow, I really hope I didn't say anything like super dumb that made everyone go, I don't like her. One squirrel knocked out a whole lab. Well, it knocked out like the whole lab and then like multiple blocks around it as well. I mean, the squirrel was angry. We might have to get Mr. Meow Meow. Mr. Meow Meow face reveal? Maybe, maybe. He is cute. He is cute. Yeah, we had a very angry squirrel. Squirrel! But no, like, I played games with some friends. What day was that? Earlier this week? And it was like a group setting. And like I made a joke that I thought was like not not like super weird. But it turns out it was one of those jokes that was like, like information that makes you a harder to know person because you're just like, yeah, sometimes like a whole, group of people were like trapped on the side of a mountain and then they had to eat each other and you make a joke about it while playing games and then say like, oh, if we get hungry we can just like pick someone to eat, and everyone is just like, nobody like that. Like you can like see like the little interaction negatives go down. They're just like negative, negative, nobody liked that. Okay, but it's a funny joke. Yeah, that's why I literally said it again when we were playing Peak and Vudge laughed. I'm pretty sure it was when you were helping me up the mountain and I was schizoing. um so that's when I was like, yeah, this is why I like playing games with the cultists too, cuz like the dwellers get it, the cultists get it. But like sometimes you play with other people that don't feel like normal people. Like you think they're gonna be like, tee hee, cannibalism funny, hee hee. And it turns out they just go, hmm, and like just don't respond, and you're like, okay, okay. um, and then it's just like things like that where I was just like, should I have? I didn't know I had to be like normaler with them. I'm so used to like most of like the people I play games with or like interact with now. It's just like, you know, Mama's community or like the dwellers, and I can be like just regular bucket, so I like don't filter as much anymore. And then sometimes I like interact with people where I'm like, I should have filtered. Oh, I should have filtered. And I'm Morse code. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Thank you for the follow. If Meow Meow comes back, I will let him in and I will bring him to the mic and we will see what he will like purr for everybody. If I ever played the FNAF games, I played like old FNAF. I played like FNAF, like when I was out, like the first one. And I might have played the second one, I don't know. I'm not a FNAF person. I'm not too much of a mascot horror person in general. I think like most things like chasing you around in the dark are kind of spooky, like they will get you. Freddy's song? Uh, is Freddy's song the hmm, 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 her? It's her. I don't know how it goes. I don't know how it goes. Uh, it, well, that's as good as it gets. I don't know more than that. I don't know how it goes after that. I just know it's like, but then I don't know. I watched the movie, but I watched the movie on TikTok. It's the hard. I don't know. I don't know it. Freddy Fazbear. Freddy Fazbear. Any song? Oh, oh, oh. Why is that what was in my head? TikTok has movies. TikTok has movies in like 600 parts. She nearly got it. Is that it? Is that actually it? I was like, this is just a tune that is being presented from like my brain to my mouth. It's like 80%. That's as good as you're gonna get. I don't know more. Hi, Hunk. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. 92.79% accuracy. That's pretty good. Why are we doing Freddy Fazbear? I don't know. It was Flea Flicker said hum the Freddy Fazbear song, and I was like, I don't necessarily know what it is. But apparently my like subconscious memory was just like, make this sound, and I was like, oh, and I did, and apparently that was it. Apparently that song is the Freddy Fazbear song. Yeah, apparently it's just like locked in there. I legitimately think it's from like the trailers for the movie, because you know in the background it's like really softly like And hi Zero. Hello, 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 hello. Thank you for the follow. The subconscious wants FNAF. No, it doesn't. The subconscious does not crave FNAF. I played. Okay, we're gonna hold on. I'm muting so I can grab him. 1 sec. I'm being really quiet so that his more purr picks up. He's just like half purring into the mic. I really wish I had stayed like unmuted when I went and got him, because his meow when he came in, because I just like opened the door and let him walk in, and when he walked in he was just like meow. Like he was like, finally. What color is Mr. Meow Meow? He's a little fancy man wearing a tuxedo. He's a fluffy tuxedo boy. Yeah, so here's the thing. Everyone's like, oh, Mr. Meow Meow, oh, he misses you. He just wants to hang out with you. Mr. Meow Meow's food is in here. So he is now trying to get out of my lap and go hunting for his kibbies, which he has outside of this room as well. He is fed by an automatic feeder exactly at the same time every day, multiple times. But he's like, yeah, food's in there and I'm hungry. And I'm like, your midnight snack is in like an hour. You have to wait. You have to wait. You cannot get fat. Oh, yeah, okay. He wants to go. He wants to go. BRB. BRB. Yeah, he's a fancy little man. He's my little pretty boy. They were both standing outside the door and just like staring at me, like when I brought him back out. Brother Cat was right there too. And they both like started running to the room where their food like dispenser is in, and then like looked back at me and they were like, are you coming? Like, are we getting free food? And I'm like, no. No, it is not food time. Why do you think? Oh, sorry. I'm drinking more water. Like, why do you guys think that you are getting extra food suddenly? It is probably because sometimes I give them extra snacks if they're being like really loud and annoying at night. You didn't notice how sunburned you were until you rode on the other side of the bed? Oh no. RIP. Wear sunscreen. Wear sunscreen. It is important. Reapply. Do not get skin cancer. You're outside for like 30 minutes? That's crazy, actually. I like become a lobster really, really fast. The sun is a deadly laser. Yeah, no sunscreen. If you are going outside, wear sunscreen. Like, even like lotion that has a little sunscreen in it or something. Just like any will help. Because you don't want to be like 70 and having to get like a bunch of your skin like cut out because you have skin cancer. Not cool, not fun. Hey Skyra! At some point in a million years, we'll be crabs. Yeah, I can't wait to be a crab. I'm gonna pinch so much stuff. You were just outside with your family eating pizza. Oh no! Okay, but what if you get that skin? I don't really want like your cancer skin. I guess like I could branch into cancer research, but like I don't really want to. I mean, okay, the histopathology is pretty cool, and it is fun to look at histopath slides, so maybe I will take it, but like first don't get skin cancer because as a dweller, you are also like required. You sign the contract by following. You are required to take care of yourself and live as long as possible and like stay here with all the other dwellers. Stare. You can't believe that every species evolves to be crabs. Yeah, I mean, it's like all of our dreams, right? It's like be the thing you want to be, believe in yourself, and change will occur. And the thing we all want to be is like a crustacean with big old claws. Big old claws to pinch with. Your grandma had skin cancer is no joke or sunscreen. Yeah, exactly. Papa Mouse had to have skin cancer spots removed. And step Papa Mouse. Because both of them spent a lot of their youth outside not wearing sunscreen. She was like, heck no, I don't want that. I mean, gotta craft a hard cancer homunculus from it. Yeah, it'll be all the cells being dumb and just going like, what if I made more? 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 What if more? What if more? What if more? More? You wanna be a pistol shrimp? I mean, they are cool too. There's like a lot of pretty cool crustaceans. Big meaty claws. Have you seen, has anyone seen Dan to Dan? There's like an alien crab creature who's just like a salary man, but he's also kind of like a pistol shrimp. It's really funny. You hate sunscreen? Yeah, well, you have to do it anyways. Oh yeah, get sleep. Take care of yourself. Just get sunscreen that is not sticky. Get it that's like in something else. It is like very unpleasant feeling. The boxer, yeah, the boxer. Yeah, little punchy shrimp. They're very funny. Biggest what if in the world. If you evolve into something, you want to be a frog. Oh, and I will stretch. Hello, Unstoppable. Thank you for the follow. Hello. Cheese to meet you. Welcome. You would be the snail that chases everyone. The snail that, like, what if there's a snail coming after you, and if he catches you, you die, but it's just a snail, so you can just, like, move? My question is, like, will he get distracted by a cup of vinegar and die? You try to wear sunscreen even if you're indoors, just as part of your skincare, because it's something you should do anyways. Oh, and welcome back, Miro. Yeah, see, Pastel is smart. Do what Pastel does. I have like, my moisturizer has like low SPF in it, so sunscreen always. You gotta take care of your skin. Does he not sing? I don't know. What did Miriam miss? I don't know. What were we talking about? And hi, Egg. Hello. Good Friday, Mouse. Happy pre-weekend. Yes, pre-weekend. Exciting. I'm gonna watch TV tomorrow, and I'm gonna play video games. And then on Sunday, I'm gonna rig. I'm gonna be responsible. God was like, let me give that little shrimp the power to rip limbs smooth off. Yeah, God knew what that shrimp truly desired, and it was dismemberment. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? People get distracted by the one gorilla versus 100 humans, then you'll sneak up on them. Oh, smart, 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 smart. Wait. Wait, health is scary. Why is health scary? No, you just gotta take care of yourself. You just gotta take care of yourself. Yeah, Reagan. Maybe I can get them with the head. Or maybe not. Maybe I won't want to do nothing. we'll see. Um, no more distractions. Good night, materials. Good night. Yeah. Take care of yourself. Get good sleep. Be responsible. Speaking of that, you remembered you need to take your medication? Oh my god, that's like, sometimes that happens like so much, and you're just like, oh, like randomly at night. Good night, egg. Sleep well. Good night. Yeah, lock it on health. Lock it on staying a really, really long time and being a dweller forever. Yeah, not biased here. Not biased here. Wait, no head. Wait, what was no head? Dismemberment? Discombobulation? Sometimes you just gotta put a thing into little tiny pieces because it's easier to transport and it's more fun, and then you can play soccer with its bits. Or football. Discombobulate. That was like one of my favorite words as like a kid. I just thought it was so funny. What is a dweller? Let you check. You don't understand the word. A dweller being someone who lives somewhere. Like someone who lives in a house is the person that dwells there. A home can also be called a dwelling. So dwellers are the community name because I'm squatting, living in everyone's walls. So the community is the people who are living in the home or building or whatever else it is that I am living in the walls of. So the dwellers. But it is just another way to say like whoever lives in the home. Yeah, whoever dwells there. But your dwelling can be like a bunch of different things. True, dwellers do belong in the home. Dwellers belong in the home, and they don't belong leaving for too long, because I need you there. Yeah, we all dwell, technically, at some point. You hear me working in the walls? Yeah, I come home, so I go to work, and, you sound like my cat. Yeah, it's because I learned from cats. Cats taught me everything I know about how to live my life. Because Mr. Meow Meow also says, hey, you're not allowed to leave for very long because I want you to be here. And you're like, well, why aren't you hanging out with me while I am here? And he's like, no, I I need you to be here, but like, I have stuff to do around the house. And you're like, okay, well then, like, I'm gonna go. And he's like, no, I need you to just like sit right there the whole time. And I'm like, okay, if you say so, okay. um, yeah, Mr. Meow Meow is actually a baby. I raised him from like a little baby. Um, when he was like less than 2 months old. But now he's a big man. He's a big old man. Not really, he's still really small. um, but he is an adult. Um, he does act like baby though. He's a needy little guy. But I like it. It's sweet. It's cute. When you got your first stable job, Hyperion was really bad about it because you were always home before. Yeah, that's kind of the problem. Is like when I got them, I think it was like right after COVID. Um, and I was working from home a lot, and then the lab was under construction, so I was working from home for like almost full time for like a year or a little over a year. So he's really used to me being home all the time. Um, but now that the lab's construction and like renovation is completed, I'm in the lab a lot more often, and he's really not happy. Right before COVID is when you started working consistently. Oh, what a rough time to like suddenly start doing like full time. um I did what was a non-work from home possible job during COVID. So I had to go in, but there was like nobody else in the lab at the time. Um so it'd just be like me, and I'd just be like, boo 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 boo. There's nothing to do here. I just get my little stuff done. No bother, no bother. And then I like go sit in my office and I play Animal Crossing. um and it just like happened to be like lucky that like right afterwards I switched jobs into a very like work from home flexible position. That is the same job I do now. They just like got grumpy and were like, oh, everybody should be in the lab more often, even if like you don't need to be. And you're just kind of like, okay. You had to work in a mask. It was awful. I'm like, I always thought it was so funny. Cause in the lab, I had to wear a face mask all the time, anyways. So it was like, everyone was like, oh, I hate wearing this mask. And I was just like, I do this every day, anyways. It's okay. It's whatever. It's whatever. I was just like, this is normal for me. So, shrug, shrug. MBD, and also I was already like pretty reclusive. I didn't go out much, so like not a whole lot changed. You brought your Nintendo to work based. I mean, yeah, there's like nobody else there, so I was just like sitting playing Switch. Like no one gets grumpy with you. If you like bring your phone or like, you know, Nintendo or whatever and like play on your breaks. It's no big deal. Um Everyone is like allowed to have like their phone and like have at least one headphone in during work. You can't have both in like certain areas just for like safety reasons, just in case there's an emergency. Yeah, no, I work. I'm a researcher. Like I'm a lab mouse researcher, like for real. For real, for real. You should put every boss who wants people who don't need to be in the office every day in the office in a giant blender. I agree. We have one person who kind of works in like a healthcare-ish position in the lab. And she like it costs money for her to be in the building because she has to like she has to like use a space that is technically not ours, and we have to pay the entities who run it like to have her there. But Big Boss Man was like, oh well, everybody has to be in more often, that includes you. And she's like, you are literally spending more money to have me do that. Are you stupid? Oh yeah, I did a little battering. Just a little battering. Mask and facial hair do not mix. Oh my god, no they do not. No they do not. That makes it like a million times more uncomfortable. You're jobless and very scared of work. You don't know why. Okay, no, that makes sense. Work is scary. Anytime I've ever done like a new job, the anxiety I get is like crippling. This is like the only job that I've been like mostly non-anxious to do. Any like previous jobs have given me a lot of anxiety like every day. We can do these tappies. Do we want these tappies? Or do we want like these tappies? Your social anxiety loved the mask. You could hide half of your face and you didn't have to do a forced smile at everyone when you had to clean the cool room. Yeah, I didn't mind. It was very like chill. You want to be a heel? And yeah, You need your facial hair to treat the permanent baby face. Dude, that's so true for everyone. I've like had friends who like and like coworkers and stuff who like shave their beard for the first time. I'm like, what the fuck? Who are you? It's so funny. I had one coworker, in an old job, who's the one who's like really, really tall and was like, why are you like the size of a child? And he always had a beard. And like one day I came in and he, instead of a beard, had like a very goofy like mutton chops and like mustache. And I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? And he was like, it's for a silly thing me and my brother are doing tonight. It will be gone tomorrow. And I was like, okay, well, I have to take a picture of this. And the next day he came to like to work, and I was like, why do you look like a baby now? And he was like, yeah, well, now you know why I have a beard. If VTubing took off for you, would you do that full time, or would you still test on your kind and wear a cool lab coat? I would still keep my day job because VTubing would have to take off like a lot to be as stable as like a day job. Because also like in like research, it is not a huge field. It's pretty niche. So like let's say VTubing took off and I started being able to make like the same amount every month, then that I do at like regular job. Like I don't know how realistically that would play out long term, you know? And if I was ever like, okay, well, I need to go back and get full-time jobber, cause VTubing is not really bringing it in the same way anymore, it would be really, really hard to find my exact job again. Because, like, very low turnover, you know? But also I do like it. Like it's a cool job. I do like doing it. Um I like science. I like being able to work with my coworkers. Um for like I'll be vague. I'll vaguely say how much researcher pays. It really depends. Like if you have a PhD, you make a lot more money. But if you have a PhD that takes you like 5 extra years, and you are broke with like no free time the whole time you do it. So I would say I am, for an American, like lower middle class of like salary, like I can afford all my expenses and I'm not like about to starve to death if I like don't get a paycheck. Um but I'm also like not able to save money much. Hi Sharkstar, hello, hello. To be fair, if I had no expensive hobby, it would be a different story. I could probably save more. But I kind of prioritize having a good time. um, as opposed to like being able to like save up for like a super nice like car or house or something. Um, I would rather be able to like get the things I enjoy and like have a hobby I can engage in that is really fulfilling for me than like do nothing. But I do really like my job. I could also leave the lab and go to like a meat world lab, private industry type stuff, um like big industry, and make a lot more money, but it's probably not as chillaxed. I really like having a job where, like, if I am done with my work, I can sit in my office and close the door and play Horsey Girls. And no one will know that I'm just sitting there playing Horsey Girls. Never make your hobby your job as well. You have less fun with it, so keep VTubing as a side thing. Yeah, I wish I could do I wish I could do more days a week VTubing. And maybe I could if like I didn't also have the model to work on, like maybe I could do Tuesdays, which is kind of my hope that I can at least do either like community stuff or kind of like guerrilla streams on Tuesdays when I'm done. So like I wish I could put more time into VTubing because I really, really, really like it, and I'd really, really, really like to spend more time like making non-stream content like funny shorts and clips and like more pre-recorded ASMRs. Um, but it's all just really time consuming. And I think I like started on too many things at once. Like I've really fallen behind on like posting clips on like YouTube and stuff. Um, and I need to get way better about it. Uh, so I kind of wish I had more time, which I used to have more time when I could work from home more, and I could like do a little editing when it was slow. What do you do for research? Think like biomedical research, like infectious disease, or like stuff like that. Generally, government jobs slap. You have a coworker who, when they work from home, sleeps for the first 2 hours of their shift, keeping their computer active, and then crunch their entire workload very easily. And the rest, you just kind of take it easier since no one is watching over your shoulder. Yeah, yeah. So I hear. So I hear. Um, when I work from home, I'm allowed to like not allowed, but I do sleep in like an extra 30 minutes, but it's because I also just like don't take a lunch at home. I just eat and work. But sometimes like if it's really slow, I can still get stuff done. Like today was slow, so I got like an hour of working done during the day. Uh but a lot of times like it's really busy and I'm like having to do a lot of work. So that's not an option. And I'm like significantly less productive at the lab because coworkers are there and everyone's like yapping. And you'll be like in the middle of like doing your work, and then someone will come in and be like, let me tell you about my most recent vacation, and you're just like, I mean, okay. Okay. And then they're just like standing there showing you pictures, and you're like, I guess I just am not working right now, which is fine. It's good to have breaks. Um, but you're just like, and also it's like, what's the point of getting done early? Your brother-in-law's upper management position in Department of Transportation Vehicle Maintenance, really cozy gig. Yeah, I think it's like if you work for like a government position that's like state government, not federal in the US. Um, it's pretty chillaxed. Like it does not normally pay super well from what I know. But a lot of times I think it's like a bit more low key and laid back. Um, I know some people who work in a more like profit oriented lab, and they said it's like a lot more pressure and there's like a lot more work, but I mean you do get paid better. And I'm like, I yeah, I would rather have a more chill chill job. um, you recommended someone to rate me. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. No one ever has to do that, but I really appreciate it. It's very sweet. It's very sweet. The benefits make up for the pay a lot of the times. Yeah, exactly. I think it's like really any job where you have like a lot of potential time off. Um, or like other stuff like that, it's like way worth it because time is most important to me. And hi Val, hello, 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 hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, 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 welcome. You don't dislike your coworkers, but they're not people you would ever have gone out of your way to talk to, and it really drains you. So by the end of the day on Wednesday, you're just wiped out. Oh, me too. Like, I have one coworker I really vibe with. She's really cool. She's one of the ones I play D&D with. she's rad. But everyone else, I'm just like, oh, there's a lot of social interaction where I have to be like as neurotypical as possible. um, Hi Cecilia. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Thank you. Welcome. What were you up to? How was stream? Welcome, raiders. Welcome, raiders. And hi, Teacher Man. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Shark. Hello. Where there is an awesome bean in here. Wow, thank you, thank you. Yeah, hi. Hi everyone. Hi, hello. Hi, hello. Oh, you were doing ASMR too? I hope it was really nice and cozy and you had a good time. For anyone who doesn't know me, hi, I'm Bucket. I am a lab mouse VTuber, who kind of lives in a backrooms-esque type lab. And then I live in your walls at night and I whisper to you doing ASMR. I am partially mechanical as well. We do a lot of kind of odd ASMR, mostly Yapasmr, and we also do some horror content. She likes Shark. Character is so cute, thank you. This is actually only a temporary model. My 1.0 debut should be sometime soon. Whenever. Can you take a bite? Of course you can. Of course you can. I'm very edible. Ignore all of the metal bits and shrapnel. Your favorite kind of ASMR? Unsettling or yapping? That's gonna be so hype. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. No, not temporary. Yeah, yeah. This is very much. Do you have an edible tag? Ooh, I'll add that. I'll add that. Um. But yeah, this is actually just a general use model from Booth. That was as close as I could get to my actual model. I am working on my 1.0 personally. It should be done soon. And then this is going to be the new ASMR model. So yeah, it's same me, but this one is being drawn by my Oshi. Uh, so this will be the 1.5, and I will hydrate. I will hydrate. Thank you, thank you. Bite the ears off. Well, watch out for the ear tag. The one you're using now looks quite close. Yeah, I was able to find one that's like pretty close, and then I was able to customize it enough with like accessories and like other things and like changing like colors and stuff. So it's close. It's close. You like this one so much? Well, I hope people will um like the one that I'm making um as well, which will hopefully next 2 months we'll switch to that one, and then the ASMR one will be whenever it's done will be just for ASMR streams, and the one that I make will be for gaming streams. Um so I hope people like it. I hope people are not like when I switch like wow, old model was better. I'll cry. I'll cry. You're gonna make cookies while listening to Bucket talk about this dismemberment? Yeah, think about it. It's like all the chunks in your cookies. Exactly, exactly. Perfect thing to make. Yeah. Cause like I'm really as much as this one's really cute, it feels like it does not quite represent like necessarily like me enough. So I really hope people enjoy the one that is like me. What a thing to hear upon coming in. Honestly, it's one of the less weird things. We were talking about dismemberment earlier. What is the context? Yeah, we were just talking about dismembering, and how the correct amount of legs is like 0. Um, all of my limbs are mechanical and detachable, which is one thing that's just not represented in this model, obviously. And yeah, and I have pointy little legs that are stabby. um, Impalable. So I have in the Discord is the ref for the 1.0. Even though it's been edited a little bit since I made the ref, but Sharksy, everything this is true. This is true. You would probably survive. We could bring up more weird things, but you'll be nice since we have guests and they seem chill and cool. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of times, we meet new friends right in the middle of like a wretched tangent conversation, and they're like, oh no, oh, where are we? How did we get here? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I wasn't prepared. We were just in a weird moment. I swear it's not always weird. You don't mind the weird things, but no idea about the others. Do you have a date for your new avatar? No, not yet. It very much. We have two determining factors of when debut is. Factor one: when do I finish raking the model? Factor two: um, when is my new background finished by the artist? Because I don't know if anyone recognizes it, any new friends. The room behind me, despite being a different time of day than normal, is the apartment from Silent Hill for the room. And I would really like the background to be my room. So anyway, it brings up wretched subject, yeah. um, yeah, that's like, look, sometimes it just comes up, sometimes something just pops in your head. And the third factor is kind of, I would really like to have merch available for debut. Um, just for keychains and standees. But I don't have. I have the keychain art. I have not ordered them. Um, but I would like to get standee art and get some standees. So that we at least have little bucket like stickers, keychains, standees for debut of actual model. So you didn't steal that poor person's room and made it yourself? No, I'm living in uh Henry's walls, Henry Townsend. I'm just living in his walls and I come out when he's out in the Silent Hill hole and use the room. Debu's gonna go so hard. You want a bucket keychain so bad? I sure hope so. Oh, and I posture check. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I just squat. It's like, okay, so whenever anyone follows, they become a dweller, which is the community, and I live in their walls and I whisper at night with nice, comforting ASMR. We do little sounds, we do little tappies, we do little, oh, domestic. You know, we do like nice things, we do little nice things. Um, And then in return, I occasionally take a blood sample, but I also scare off any scary entities that might have come from the back rooms to watch you sleep. That's my territory. Oh my god, I keep domesticating. I'm sorry. Let me squat in your house then while I'm in your house. I mean, you could stay in the lab, because that's where my other room is, but it's like, not as fun. I'll fucking ask in return as a little sample. Yeah, just a little sample. And a keychain where the ring goes through her guts. I would love that. The problem, you're scared of getting some blood taken, not gonna lie. Don't worry, you won't wake up. I'll take other samples too. I'll take a hair follicle, I'll take whatever. We can make it we can do a deal. So here's the thing about keychains. A pee sample perhaps? No. I mean I would check. If someone needs a UA, I will check it. um, but like, I would really love like a little like girl keychain, but you can give a poop sample if you want. I don't want that. I mean, look, if you're worried about parasites, like, I'm really good at catching parasites on like a slide, but like, I'd really rather not. It's not my favorite. You remember the PRB message that was funny? Yeah, I'm really excited to be able to use like the permanent starting soon in BRBs too. Scrub songs, yeah. Everything comes down poop poop. Oh, I miss Scrubs. I love Scrubs so much. But yeah, so I would like love to commission like a creepier keychain, like a little like representative like Guro keychain. Um, but but that means you have to have an artist for that, and the person who did the keychain art is a normal person, and I just got like a normal keychain. It's really cute, but it is normal. Um, and I don't really know how to contact someone to be like, "Hi, can you draw?" Mm, actually, actually, I might have a friend who would do that for me. Cause he draws really, really cute, like, but like some girl art, but it's like very cute. And I might be able to be like, "Hi, I know this is not on your normal commission offerings, but like, can I pay you to do this for me?" um, and he would probably be like, I mean, when my commission queue is like less full, yeah. So I might not. It depends on when I get done with rigging and like what his commission wait list is. But I should ask because he would see the vision. He would do that. And his art's really really cute. And hi, Convoy. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. It's cute, but it's normal. It is. It's like super normal. It's like one of the ones that has little like dangle bits. So it's like my head and then like some like little design elements that represent me. Like it has the bows from like my alternate outfit for the 1.0 and like my little health hazard signs and then like a little heart and like cute stuff. Uh but it is normal. It's a pretty normal keychain. You gotta go. It was nice meeting you again. Hugs, take care. Yeah, have a good night. Have a good night. I hope you have a very good evening. It'll be cool as well. Yeah, I think so. I was really happy with it. It was really cheap. And the art's really, really cute. So I'm like super thrilled. I would like to have an a weird one too, because that's like the vibe. But I'm very happy with the one that I got because it is like way cuter than I could have ever asked for. Um and I would try not to eat any bunnies. Were they eating bunnies? Was Shark eating bunnies? It's morning here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you guys should sleep. You guys should get some rest. Getting something usable for merch, for cheap is pretty great. Yeah, it was like insane cheap. Like for commercial rights and everything was like insane cheap. But I think they were like running a special specifically for like these keychains, which are like pretty simple and like I hope easy for them to make because it was also really fast. It's not even your bedtime yet? Then yeah, eat food. Make sure to take care of yourself. Definitely, definitely. You gotta remember to hydrate and stretch and eat food after stream. And thank you again for the raid. It was very, very appreciated. I gotta pour water. Because I gotta hydrate, because my throat is dry. But also, that's a. You'll be back when you get food, but you have to leave so quick after raiding. No, it's okay, it's okay. It's like one of those things, like a lot of times when I raid out, I'm like about to go to. I forgot to get all my stuff. One sec. What? Scoop back in. Oh, my chair is so squeaky. I just realized I was like, where's my stuff that I always have right next to me? Okay, okay. The chair is screaming for help. Yeah, it's like an old chair. It needs replacing. It's also been like brutally scratched to death by the cats. So like it is like tore up. But chairs are expensive. The box closed. Poor chair. Yeah, when Mr. Meow Meow was a baby, he liked to climb up the back of the chair and then perch um on like the head the head bit right behind me so that he could look over my shoulder at whatever I was doing. And like I used to be able to eat in front of him because he was a baby. But he would just like hard stare at you like from the top of the chair while you're like eating, like if I was having snacks at my desk or anything. But because of that, when he'd like be up at the top, he'd be like, I'm gonna scratch. I'm gonna scratch. And he'd just like sharpen his claws up on the top of the chair and like try and fight the arms of it and stuff. So it's just like it's been roughed up. It's gone through it. But every time I think about getting a new chair, I'm just like, yeah, but I could get like, I don't know, anything else. I could get like other stuff. It would be cool. Oh man, I should have asked Strack what type of cookies he was making. I haven't made cookies in a long time. I have Snickerdoodle cookie mix in my pantry, and I keep meaning to make them, but I just haven't done it. And I'm not really sure why. I just like, I guess when I have the time, I'm like, yeah, but what if I just like didn't? Because I don't want to do the dishes. One of the main reasons I like do not want to cook or like bake ever is I really hate the like post baking cooking dish bonanza that you have to do afterwards. It's very annoying. It's not like one of those things like people who like really don't like touching wet food. It's just the like standing there is the part that I'm just like, oh, I'm bored. Bored, bored. Like the whole time. And it always ruins like my nail polish. Yeah. Bloop, bloop. Hi, Pancake. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Glad this doesn't set off your underwater sound issue. I think if there was like maybe like more and it was muffled, and chew, 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 chew. I think like it could. If I had like more filters, it might. I was watching while I was just like fiddling with face angles earlier. Um, I was watching like a YouTube video. There was like a we're playing like a Jurassic Park-esque horror game demo that actually looked pretty cool. Like it didn't necessarily look that scary for the most part. Oh, chocolate chip cookies. Oh, yummy. Oh, yummy. Can't give me one because of that book. Yeah, if I get a cookie, I'm gonna start asking for a lot. Like a lot, a lot. And I don't even really want the milk because, you know, lactose. But like, yeah, if you give me a cookie, it gets excessive. It gets excessive. First a cookie, then a 3DO, you know? But anywho, so it was like really cool, and like the park was like really like elaborate and well set up, and it was like, well, I love Jurassic Park, but there was like one part where you have to go in like the mosasaur slash megalodon enclosure. It's like part of it is mosasaur, and then you're like, well, it said something about a megalodon, and they're like breeding, like the like apex breeding, where they were like, what if we make them bug, and then they make like the worst creature you ever heard of. And it was like, oh, we have to get to something that's on like the other side, but like the walkthrough entrance is like broken of this part, so like you have to swim, and it's like you're not really in the water in the same area as the mosasaur, but it's like enough to where it makes you think that you might be. So you're like having to swim through these like small areas with like a grate is the only thing separating you from like the mosasaur enclosure, and you can see it swimming like past and around, and it's making like these horrible underwater like scary noises the whole time, and I was like, I would fucking die. I would shit right in that enclosure. I could not do it. Because at first I was like, oh, this is kind of neat. Like, maybe when the game comes out, it'll be good. And then I was like, well, I'm not gonna get past like the first area. And I'm Bradley. Hello, hello. I have to like fix my chair. Hold on. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. I'm good. I'm good. I hope you are also well. I like sat down super crooked when I came back from getting the globes. Last time you gave Bucket something, it escalated to the point where you were going on a secret covert Black Ops mission to assassinate world leaders, and you just couldn't say no because every time I tried, she would give you this look with her big eyes, and now you're in hiding so she can't ask for more. Is this look? Is this look? I just go like, Dweller, I mean, you gave me the cookie, right? Like, you would give me more, huh? Yeah, the cookie, like, you gave me the cookie so you would do more? Yeah? Yeah? And I got the goal. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Thank you for the follow. But, like, if I had enemies, you'd help me, right, Dwellers? Right? You would take out my enemies for me. You would help me make my revenge plan come to fruition. Yeah, like you would, right, Dweller? Like you gave me that cookie, right? And you even said I could have milk. So like it's only like a little ask more than that, right? Right? You would help me set up like an actual soup room and kidnap someone and put them in the soup room, and you would wear the costume, right, Dwellers? Right? And you would record it for me for later, right? You wouldn't deny the mouse that, would you? You gave me the cookie, you would do it, wouldn't you? You would do it, right? Right? And then it becomes like a whole thing. Huh? Sorry, coughing. Your Achilles heel, yeah, it's like classic anime. Crying eyes. You wouldn't let me down, would you, Dwellers? I'm just a little mouse. I need the help, right? Right, you would help me? It's just that. And then you're like, I guess I'm just gonna have to assassinate someone because of this mouse. And then everyone's like, I think you have schizophrenia. Like, for real. And you're like, no, she told me to do it. She told me to do it. Yeah. Dweller, please, you just have to overthrow the Zimbabwe government so I can install myself as the leader. Right? You would do that for me? You would do that for me? I swear I'll be a good ruler. My metal limbs will not reflect my ruling strategy. I promise you can trust me, Dweller. It's just a little coup. It's just a little coup. It's okay. You could do that, right? For me, Dweller. For me, right? Okay, scratchies. I don't know why, but crying voice makes me like lightheaded. And every time I'm like, oh. I always wonder if people like these scratches too. And hi, Firekeepers! Hello, hello! Bing bong! Bing bong! You heard chocolate chip cookies somewhere in chat? Yeah, Drac is making chocolate chip cookies apparently. But I'm not allowed to have any because I can't be trusted. This is actually true. I cannot be trusted with a sweet treat. I am very likely to eat too much of a sweet treat because they're too tasty. You trust me? Aw, thank you, Ninja. Thank you. You shouldn't know. I will eat all the cookies. Small talk is so weird. Like, what do I even talk about here? I don't know, whatever you want. Delicious nom noms not getting shared. I mean, look. It's the whole, like, give a mouse a cookie and, you know, now we have to overthrow a world government. Drag the feeder dweller baking too many cookies and turning bucket nugget into bucket blob. Yeah, I occasionally eat too many nerds clusters and turn into like one of the kids from like Willy Wonka that's a circle. You know, big and round, but not in the way anyone wants. Not really, I have self-control. I can be trusted with sweets. I can be trusted with a little treat. I swear, I'm not lying just to get one. You're wanted no matter what. You say that, but I'm pretty sure I have, like, drawn some cursed stuff for some of my friends where they're like, Bucket, I wish you hadn't done that. And I'm like, well, you shouldn't have protested so hard about, you know, being impregnant. Cursed stuff is based. Yeah, I was watching a stream with some of my friends. And one of them was like really protesting that if him and other male friend were having a baby, he would not be the one that was impreg. It would be the other friend. And I was like, well, now I have to draw it, I guess. Someone has to do it. And I DM'd it privately because, you know, it was like a meme. And I was like, you know, I'm not gonna like call them out, post it on main, all that business. And then they were like, I'm gonna post it on main and tell everyone. And then they keep bringing up like, oh, you drew me pregnant. And I'm like, you didn't have to tell anyone. You didn't have to show everyone what you looked like pregnant with other friends' baby. A mouse. Hi, Mary. Hi, Mary. A mouse. A mouse. Eat, eat, eat. Eat, eat, eat. No, yeah, no, it's a hum. It's a hum moment. Sometimes you just have a cursed image in your head, and you just have to make it reality. They were the one who shared it. Yeah, oh, they shared it. You love mice? Wow, wow, mice, wow. Yeah, I mean, we love mice here. We love all rodents and all animals, but you know, a bit biased towards mice being the best. We're having an impreg conversation in Vicord. Why does impreg come up so much in the circle? I mean, there's a bunch of femboy enjoyers. Impreg's gonna come up. Impreg is peak, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, we love seahorses. We love seahorses. Oh, unless they eat your food, but you would share with the mouse, wouldn't you? You would share with the mouse, right? Right? Just a little crumble, a little tidbit for the mouse. You would share, wouldn't you? Hi-oh. Hi, Kimia. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hope this stream is going well so far, including talking about drawing your friend Pregante. It was a good time. It was a good time. And Preg is like somehow the most normal topic streamer like to bring up. I mean, it's pretty normal. It's pretty regular. You drink so much caffeine, it's literally 4 a.m. and you're not even sleepy. I always feel so bad for all the Euro friends, who it's like who's like the middle of the night, and I'm always like, oh, I hope you can get sleepy. I hope you can get some good sleep. You hate adjusting to a new browser? What new browser? What are you trying? What are you trying? Your sleep schedule is normal for 2 days? Oh, you might have to do like a hard reset of it and like either make yourself wake up really early or something. Oh, yay, waffle! I love waffles. Waffle's so good. Waffle's so good. I would love some waffle. I would love some waffle. So you hate pancakes? Actually, I prefer pancakes, but I also love waffles. Pancakes are my favorite though. Not biased. Normal take. It's because like, I don't know, like blueberry pancakes. Just sleep for 24 hours, it'll fix your broken sleep schedule? I mean, true. True. Both are very good. Yeah, I like most breakfast baked goods, like French toast, so good. It's also good. Muffins, all baked goods, very delicious. Yeah, very yummers, very yummers. Oh, I might get like pancakes for breakfast tomorrow. I might get a little mouse treat and like go to a nice little cafe for breakfast or something and like treat myself. Breakfast is the best meal because it can all be cooked on a flat skillet. True, true. You can make like so much good stuff in a flat skillet, and like you can like. Here's the thing: if you cook bacon first, there is so much stuff you can put in afterwards that is going to be like a bajillion times better because you cooked the bacon in the same skillet first. Oh, you feel like a zombie if you sleep more than 12? Then definitely do the like wake up early thing, like make yourself with an alarm even if you don't want to, and just like get up early, and then you will sleep early. Hold on, I have to mute to cough. I have to mute to cough. Yeah, I'm like the biggest mouse they've ever seen, and they're like, Jesus, that's a really big mouse. And I'm like, excuse me, I am down here. I would like a French toast meal with fresh fruit on the side. And they're like, it's huge, get it out of here, get it out of here. And I'm like, okay, I will take it to go. Here is my monies. You have to sleep 6 to 9 hours. Anything less or more, and you're dead on your feet. Me too. I'm like a 6 hour absolute minimum, but 7 hours plus. I'm okay. But if I sleep more than 9, I like get slept too long depression, where I feel like super guilty about sleeping so long. Holy shit, that is a big mouse. They're wow, 3 feet tall for a mouse. Huge. And I'm like, yeah. The reactions are varied. Some people go, that's too big for a mouse. And some people are like, that's a pretty good sized mouse. I can work with this. I can work with that size of mouse. Yeah, I hope you can fix your sleep too. Do I like cheese or is that a stereotype? I like cheese, but I like the same, like, I like cheese in the same way that most people like cheese. Like, it's pretty good. It's alright. Um, I like some cheese. But I I'm not like, wow, I would do anything for cheese. Really? Mice like most foods. Like, cheese is good, but you give us like some peanut butter, we're just as excited about peanut butter as we are about cheese. We're just as excited about the chocolate chip cookie, or like, most other things. We just kind of like food. Mostly because we don't want to die. Alarms don't work on you. What does is a good slap in the face. Domestic, domestic. the A fun way to wake up. 8 minimum for you to function, but you need 9 or 10 hours of sleep. I'm so bad about getting like a decent hour of like amount of sleep. Mouse shaker. I've been saving rat shaker to play on stream. I've wanted to play it so bad. But I was like, I obviously have to play this on stream. Maybe we should just play rat shaker for a game stream soon. I gotta look at my list of like spooky games to play next. I wonder if there's a mouse mod for it. I mean, it'd be really hard to like squeeze and shake the mouse because they're like the size of your palm. So like it'd be like mouse pincher and shaker. Peanut butter gang, I love peanut butter. And you love candy? What candy? What's your favorite candy? I have a mild obsession with Nerds clusters. Can the chef put bucket on their head and become a genius chef? No, you would become like a pretty good cook, but like no one's gonna hire you in a restaurant because the mouse on your head has really bad anxiety, and if anyone yells at them, they cry, and then you can't get any work done because there's just a crying mouse on your head, and you have to be like, oh no, it's okay, and they're just crying and crying and crying, and they're snotty, and it's a little gross, and you're just done. You're done for the day. Red Shaker is interesting, but you need to look at the tag first because the ending is pretty gross. Oh, I don't care, that's fine. There's not like you could I assume we could squeeze the rat until it explodes. Um has anyone played Squirrel Stapler? I've already played it, so I won't play it on stream probably. But that game is so much fun. Good luck for work, Pastel. Good luck, good luck. I hope the day is well, and I hope your headache does not interfere with work and it goes away. But thank you for being at stream. I hope you have a great day. Oh yeah, Japan does have good grape candy. I feel like American grape candy is like hard mid, and Japanese grape candy, they're like, oh, this actually tastes like grapes. You adore the energy here. Ah, thank you. I'm so glad. We have a very fun group of dwellers. I'm very lucky. What is Rat Shaker? Rat Shaker is a video game where you shake a rat and squeeze a rat. It is a horror game. Yeah, you shake a rat and it's like not good. The game is interesting too. It's always fun to see a story being told in an unexpected way. Yeah, I am Squirrel Stapler is a game that has like really stuck with me. Um and I just like really liked it. One, I love my beautiful squirrel wife. And then oh, it's just good stuff. The game is great. I really want to play Butcher's Creek. I haven't gotten around to it yet either though, but it's on the list. It's real mild. It just tastes like actual grapes instead of like grape flavor. I'm glad I'm fun. I'm glad I'm fun. But yeah, everyone is like I would not be able to have such a good time and be able to have such like fun yaps if the dwellers were not like super on the same wavelength. Like all the dwellers are very fun and very funny and like super down for just like a wretched tangent. And a lot of the times, like my two brain cells bouncing around my big head just like don't have anything to bounce into. But they certainly will bounce into a dweller that is sharing the same energy. It really stuck with me. Bucket is actually a squirrel. No, no. I mean, I just stapled them to my wife, and it was fun, and she was beautiful. And like, how much more beautiful of a wife can you get than one that is made up of a dress of a whole bunch of skinned squirrels? Beautiful. Your two brain cells play pong with the brainwaves. They do. They do. That's like their favorite activity in like their very, very large enclosure. But yeah, oh yeah, there's a Discord. If anyone wants to hang out, I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, we will do community stuff again soon. I feel so guilty for being like, we're gonna do community stuff. What time? Hi, CD, hello. Hello, hello, yeah, the Discord. The Discord. You just noticed you're both just like chatting. And then you're like, oh, there's no Discord, it's the Discord. It was a joke. I think when I had to like PRB one time, Pastel wrote out the Discord statement. But it is a normal Discord. You need to rope y'all into Tabletop Simulator? Yeah, we could play board games. I already have it. But yeah, we could do board games sometime. We'll do it eventually one day. Well, we did like 2 community nights. We watched FLCL like for like 3 episodes, and then we played some Stardew, and then I was like, I never have the energy after stream, like ever. Cause oh, Dominion's fun. Dominion's fun. We could do Dominion. Make sure everyone knows how to play deck builders, and then I can force everyone to play Tonto Kyore with me, and we can play Maid Deck Builder. Hee hee. Yeah. There's no. We say there is no Discord and Bossing say all the time. Oh yeah, same brain. Yeah, we say that a lot. um, because I used to have it to where it was like supposed to automatically post Discord rarely, but it would post Discord all the time, so I had to turn it into a command. But yeah, Cure is fun. Um, yeah, yeah. But it's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's sexy maids. Yeah, IRL happens. Mostly it's like I stream late because I need like a little time between like work and stream time to kind of like, I don't know, get brain right for stream. But then by the time I'm done with stream, it's like very much my bedtime, and I like really have to go to sleep. And even on Fridays, I'm just like crashing. Um, by the time I'm done, so I was like, my plan to do like Friday Discord was not good. Ah, burpees. um, but hopefully, I really just need to get rigging done, so that I have like more freed up time, and I have like Tuesdays and Sundays, or like before stream or something for like some hangout time. I don't know. I don't know. It's so hard. But yeah, yeah, Dominion's really good. It's the first deck builder I think I ever played too. It's very good for getting into it. And Tonto is fun. It's like if you know deck builders really well, it's pretty easy to make it like busted, but it's silly, so it's fun. And yeah, I think maybe what I should do is just like not force a like this is community time, and instead just be like, I am free. Is anyone free? Does anyone want to hang out in the Discord? But then I'm like worried that I'll be like, ping activities. We're gaming, we're watching something, we're whatever. And like everyone will be like, Bucket, I am busy right now. What are you doing? And I'll just be like, I guess I'm hanging out by myself. The other one you have coming in from Japan is basically anime dominion with cute princesses and maids. Fun, fun. If it has cute anime girls on the cards, I am like so much more into it. I am like more hype about a game immediately. This is why I like Tanto Kyore. It's not because the game is like super good as a deck builder or anything. Like I've played much better deck builders, but it's cute. It's hard to beat how cute it is. That being said, if we all have like a tabletop simulator day, we're gonna have to play dog. I'm gonna make everyone play dog with me. AKA the best game to ever exist. It's called Heart of Crown. I will. I might need to look at that. I don't need to spend money on board games. I already have board games I literally never play. Any card game can become 100 plus 100 score if it has a cute girl. True. True. You haven't played tabletop sim in a hot minute? Sounds fun. Yeah, I'm sure everyone will think it's super fun until I make you play dog. To be fair, that game is really fun if you've been drinking. Slash way worse if you've been drinking. But yeah, I like never play the deck builders I have. I have Tyrants of the Underdark, which is a really good game. But like I never play it. And like Clank and Space. I don't play the Tanto Cures I have. I have Root, which is like not necessarily a deck builder, but it's like a little bit, and Flamecraft, which they have like elements of it, but they're kind of more like strategy. And I just never play them, like ever. But that's like largely because they are like physical copies, and that would require me like going outside and like interacting with people that play board games. Like the last time I saw board games in person was at like the graduation thing I went to. But like I didn't play any of them. I just played like some Mario Kart and had wretched conversations until I went home. Messing around in tabletop sim is super fun until tabletop sims say I deny the law of physics and throw all your cards around. Yeah, but like what if you spawned like 50 bajillion goblin figures? What if you just made a ton of goblins? There's a back button? I didn't actually know that. Like when we ever like finish a game or like someone gets really mad, we just like table flip and go like we're done. Because it's like funny and dramatic. I didn't realize you could just undo it. I guess that's what was happening with all of our goblins. Oh, I'm figuring out a lot. It's like when I was playing voices and I was like, wow, I have not been utilizing like a whole bunch of the mechanics of this game because I just didn't know they existed. Because I like just didn't look into how the game works. That would be a high skillful play where you bet will your PC will blow up first or your opponent. I mean, so here's the thing. It was like we were spawning so many goblins, it was lagging the game pretty significantly. But it's worth it to have goblins. Remember when you thought you shrunk or something until you realized you were crouching? Yeah, I remember. I will remember the crouching. I remember being like, why am I walking so slow? I remembered that I pressed the crouch button. I thought about playing some today and being like, I'm gonna like advance a little. You have so many items saved so that you can spawn them in any game. I mean, it's pretty fun. Like, you just are like, blah, figure. And you're like, I'm playing a different game and it's like irrelevant figure. I don't know why we didn't like, sorry, I like suddenly had to yawn. I was just, it snuck up on me. Sometimes you just need a stack of 100 bills, $100 bills. Yeah, you do. So you can like throw them at your opponent and like shame them. You think Voice of the Void would be a great ASMR game if it wasn't for the occasional loud noise scare? Yeah, it's like I could probably treat it like an ASMR game. There'd just be like a loud noise warning, cause it's pretty chill. It's like a pretty chill game. Um, and yeah, you are just chilling for a lot of it. But occasionally, I'm gonna yell, cause like sleep paralysis alien has grabbed me, and I didn't expect it, and he scared me, cause I thought I had more stamina than I did. You wonder if I could noise gate the game audio? I probably could. I'm not super good with audio stuff. I'm still like really learning about audio, which has been pretty good. Like ASMR has taught me a lot more about it than I ever knew. But I probably could do it if I can like noise gate other stuff. I should be able to noise gate that as a source. If I can noise gate like everything else as a source. Is that how you run your life? Do you just go like, no, I'm not tired, even though you're like 10% yes? Yes. And then when I'm like really, really sleepy, I get a little like weird about it. And I just kind of go into like eepy shutdown mode where like if I'm with people, I'll just be like, I mean beepy, I mean go bed, I mean beepy, and they'll be like, Bucket, like what are you saying? And I'm just like, beepy beep 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 beepy. And I'm just like nonsensical. And I hydrate, thank you, I hydrate. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was trying to lift the cup over the mic arm and instead domestic. I'm so sorry. Jump scare. I hope you weren't sleeping. I'm a grown ass woman. I mean, this is true, but when I'm eepy, I'm eepy. Yeah, I go bedtime for baby mode. When I was younger, I used to just go like Apple mode. And it'd be like, what do you want? I'd be like, Apple, I got Apple bed, Apple. Yeah. That was just a cup into the mic arm and it just made a lot of noise. It was a very serious domestic. That's true. I am a grown ass, but I am a small grown. And sometimes you need help going to bed because you are EP, but moving is hard. And you're too EBBB to live. Apple bed sounds so good. Honestly, you need to have that. It would smell really good. Sometimes we all EP baby. Yeah, I feel like the older you get, the more you have bedtime for baby mode. You're just like, it like comes on kind of fast. Like you'll be like, oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good for a while. I'm gonna watch another episode of my show. I'm just gonna get like kind of comfy on the couch, you know? Like I'm just gonna like snuggle in. I'm just gonna get comfy. And then before you know it, you're asleep. And then you're just like, what happened? Where am I? What what happened? How long have I been asleep? Because you have no idea what's going on in your show anymore. Hi, Rue. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And you're just like, that's it. You're done. When you read a manga and get halfway through a single chapter and your body is like, nah, F this. Yeah, sometimes I'll be like, oh, especially like recently, I used to like read before bed, but now I play horsies. But I'll be like, oh, I can like do a quick career before bed. And I'll start and I'll get like right past like the junior, like the baby's first horse race and be like, nope, actually, I am a hard eye close open, sleep horse race, no can. Uh, and I just go to sleep. But it used to be like I'd be trying to read a book and I'd be like, oh, I can read like one more chapter. And then like part of the way through, I'm like, words? What are read hard what say word? EP eyes close, EP close now eyes. You can go from like I'm fine to I need to crawl into bed right now in the span of 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, sometimes I just like go hard sleepy time, and and it's just like there is like if I do not sleep, I will die. Like I cannot function unless I sleep right now. And it can be like fast. Which is why I drink like a lot of caffeine. I'm trying to cut back because like I mean as much as I would really like to have someone else's kidney stone, I really don't want to make my own. I want it as like a gift, like a rock someone made themselves for me. But I don't want to make the rock. People die when they are killed. When you die, when you're killed, you die. When you die, you're killed when you die. Die kill. Not you, built different. When I'm killed, I keep on going. Other people, they just go down without a fight, but not me. I don't know why I got the yawnies. We should not be like talking about being beepy. My brain was like, "Oh, you're eepy beepy. You're talking about being an eepy beepy baby. You're talking about being a sleepy mouse, sleep in mouse nest, eepy beepy." And I'm like, "No, no, no, no. It is not that late. It is only like 10:40. It is not eepy beepy bedtime for babies on a Friday night yet." It could be, but it's not. It would be a shame if you were out of breath. Okay, here, blowies, blowies. I gotta like stop putting e's on the end of words. Bedtime for bongo, bedtime for beepy baby bongos. I have to breathe for a second. I don't know why every time I'm just kind of like, eat mic. Oh. You like when Bucket blows all the debris and contamination off of you before putting you back in the petri dish? Yeah, I have to make sure you're nice and sterile and clean. And like, what do you mean that blowing you off, like, the debris, like, that's, never mind, we're done. Brain was like trying to be like, breath, mouth, air, sterile, no, bad, not for good, growth environment. Actually, probably very good for bacteria growth if you just like onto a petri dish. But like, no, that's not how we're gonna do it. Hi, Terrellion. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I really like this, like, double ear ability, like, getting thing. I might have to mess around with that more and, like, I don't know, figure out how to do it easier. I don't really use this mic as much as I probably should for, like, I don't know, its full potential. That was a domestic that I did to myself where I just like banged my elbow on the table really hard and it hurt. Ouch. Oh, that's what I get. That's what I get for all of the dweller domestics. Hi, Tier. Oh, you're trying to avoid the fedways? I'm gonna get you. One of these days, me when I get you, you're gonna, I don't know, we'll see actually what happens. That's when we're really gonna take over a world government. But yeah, hello, hello, thank you for the lurkies, always appreciated. Eepy. Chew. 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 Oh, the yawns will not stop. We should not have talked about sleep. I'm not even like actually tired. My brain was just like, yawn now. Yawn a lot. Whoa. Sometimes brain starts getting slow and it goes, a nap, a nap. I did think about napping after work today, but no, I tried to be responsible a little bit instead. Oopies, oopie doopie started yawning, oopie doopie. Should not have done it. It is okay though, it is okay. What do we want to play next week? I was trying to think about like what is on my list of like both newer horror and like the retro list, and what I might be able to get done with in a single stream to just like check off a thing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I want to play Psycho Pomp. It looks really cool. I've watched other people play it and it looks neat, but I think it's probably farther down the list than some other stuff I've really been waiting on. Well, I also need to figure out how to do like a model building stream sometime. It will have to be like a Tuesday, like miscellaneous stream. Since that's where I'm gonna put all of my like. This may or may not work. This may be an entire stream of like mono scuff. But I still want to try it. Especially because I have like 3 partially completed kits. Or like 1 partially completed, 2 not started kits that I have to do. That I totally thought I had like. One of them I thought I had finished, and then like. I thought I had at least started one of the other ones. One I knew I hadn't started. But I'm like, oh, I should do those, some of the boxes. Cause I started like setting up my Gundams in the stream zone, just to like have them actually displayed and out of their boxes. And that's when I was like, oh, ooh. But I don't want to just like leave them in the box forever, just sitting on this shelf. I want to get them done. So it'd be fun to do like a Tuesday test stream for like model building ASMR. Because I feel like the like little snippies and like snappies are nice sounds, yeah. Very, very chill. But I think I need more stands so that I can use both the iPhone for tracking still, and set up my webcam to be able to use it solidly for the building zone and not have to worry about like it falling over or something. But I think it'd be fun. Maybe mentally it'd be fun. In reality, it might be scuff. There's like a couple things I want to try on like miscellaneous stream day. I think that's what I'll do if we do any more watch-alongs of any more like analog horror. It'll be like an unscheduled, like mostly unscheduled Tuesday stream type thing. Because I do want to watch Arcadia. It was like the other one that I was thinking about watching, and it's really cool, and I was thinking about it earlier today. And I do want to get back to it. Or like not back to it, but I do want to watch it still. With all the dwellers. I need to catch up on it myself. I'm behind one. But yeah, try and get some sleep, Pancake. It's very late. Definitely try and get some sleep and get some rest. It is good for brain. But thank you for hanging out. It is always wonderful to have you. brain is going a little slow. I'm like, what do we yap about? What do we yap about? I feel like sometimes I exhaust all of my brain topics, and then I'm just like, I guess I should be making trigger sounds. I feel like a lot of ASMR streams, they do like mostly triggers with some yapping, and then when I run out of yapping, I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I should do that. You're blowing, okay. Let me take a really quick sippy first. Hi Malphon! Hi Malphon! Yeah, right in your ear. I did not hear you crash out. Were you crashing out? Were you being a menace? Yeah, how is Dokapon? That does check out. It looks like a game you could like lose friends over. I think the game was Dokapon Sword something, not normal Dokapon Kingdom. It was like different. I'm not entirely sure what the title was. Sword of Fury, I see. What? Out of breath, out of breath. Oh, speaking of games, our dear friend of the channel, Oloside, was playing Michigan Report from Hell the other day, and I was like, Omo, I love this game. And then I realized, I was like, oh shit, I have never seen this part of the game before. And you might be like, hell, we played the whole game. But you know the part where I let the very first reporter die, like at the very beginning of the game? It turns out other stuff happens if you don't let her die. Like you do something different. And I was like, oh, someone knows how to ram a woman. Also, I hydrate. Yeah, some people do not like sounds so close to their ears. That is okay. Have a good evening, Malfon. And got any bread for this goose? I actually don't have any bread. Not a single bit of bread. Any woman rammers in chat? We love ramming a woman. Would you say girth as a trigger word request? I mean, I just said it. Girth. Girth. A girth. Girth, girth. I feel like I'm bad at trigger words. I don't know what people necessarily like. Words don't do like any tinglies or like triggers for me. So I kind of like don't understand what it is that like does the ASMR thing for people with trigger words. But I do have it there. I would say a thing within reason. Oh, Froggy, we have Froggy, we have Froggy. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Domestic, sorry. A little extra for the road. Used to not like Chase Atlantic, but they're good. I don't know who that is. Is this a band? Is this music? It is. I've never heard of them. I have a pretty specific and niche small music taste. They're good. What kind of music is it? I realize like my favorite musician has a new release. I have not listened to it yet, which is upsetting. I really need to. I just have not been listening to a whole lot of music. I've been putting on like spooky game videos or like spooky YouTube content instead when I'm doing like art or rigging stuff when I would normally listen to music. You heard Bring Me, I assume that's Bring Me the Horizon, right? Put out a new song? Are they still good? I haven't listened to their music in so long. Your favorite artist is Sia? I have never listened to her music. I was like, I'm right? I still know my band acronyms. I haven't listened to like any of the old like hardcore music I used to listen to. Like, if any of them have new music, I do not know about it. I am like in the dark. Nobody ever knows your favorite band. Have we talked about it before? Have we had the nobody knows what my favorite band is conversation before? I don't remember. I have like the worst memory for like what we have and have not talked about on stream before, where I'm just like memory MP. I just yap. VNB Nation. I don't remember. What kind of music is that though? Hi, inexact dog. Hello. Can someone cool the sun? I wish. It is way too hot. It is way too hot. I have been a little mouse puddle like the entire week. It has not been fun. I do not like being a mouse puddle. Irish, electronic, industrial. I think we've talked about genre maybe. That sounds familiar. It's 4 a.m. and you're dying? Oh, you guys have Euro heat. How hot is it over there? Because I feel like I see a lot of like British people be like, oh, it's so hot, bruv. It's so hot. And then like Americans just go like, homie, that is temperate. That's like pretty good. And then people are like, oh, it's the humidity. And we're like, this is a swamp. I assume it's like roughly pretty the same. It's usually cool for them. That's true. That is true. It says 15C. Yeah, like, so 15C for us is like, so nice. So nice. But we all have AC where it's hot, and I had some friends who lived like Milton Keynes. Is that what it is? And they were like, yeah, it's like 80 something, like Fahrenheit equivalency. And I was like, oh, it's not so bad. And they were like, we don't have AC. And I was like, homie, what? And they were like, yeah, it's not supposed to be that hot. Like, we don't have AC. And I was just like, never mind, that's heinous. That is horrific. I kind of forget that, like, I'm so used to it being like hot, so everyone expects it to be really hot. Like, everyone expects like your AC might die in the summer. Like you know, you just like it's gonna be rough like every year. But other places where it is like now also rough are just like, excuse me, what is this? And we're just like, yeah, you're not like prepared for that? And they're like, no, this doesn't normally happen. And it's just like, oh, oh, energy bills are high enough. So true, so true. How hot is it? Let me see. Let me see if I can find out. Oh, it's actually like kind of nice right now. Oh, and I'm only at 87% humidity. Nice. Nice. That's like, it could be wetter. It could be wetter. What is? No, no, no. In Celsius, in Celsius. Great Lakes gonna lake? That's true. Oh, it's like 24 here. 24 Celsius. At least it's kind of like cooler, but yeah, I assume they like lakes keep that thing wet. They keep that thing moist and damp. It just like there's a lot of swampland, like randomly in the south that just like will make it like wet. Like wherever you are, you're just like, oh, whoops, swamp now. Guess it's just gonna be like water outside everywhere in the air. And then sometimes it's like crazy dry. We're just all over the place. It does not know what to do. You have 90% humidity in the freezing winter. Sometimes it's really bad when the frost starts forming inside your windows. That sounds terrible. At least, like, we have the problem where, like, we are in no way prepared to handle anything that's, like, really cold. Like, if it freezes, stuff is, like, really, really like prone to like freezing and bursting because it's just not like ready to deal with any like freezing stuff, and like we just get like ice everywhere. Um, it's 86 right now. Ugh. Ugh. Hi Monty. Hello, hello. Y'all ever click a pin too many times and feel like it's about to snap and bite you? No, the pins that I have enjoy the clicking. They say, yes, keep clicking, click away, click, click, click. This is all I like. Yeah, because the house is warm, so the cold condensates inside, but the windows is cold, so it freezes. Blah. Blah. Yeah, at least we don't have to deal with that very much. It's just like frozen bursting pipes. Like a lot. uh, I've never had to deal with it, but Papa Mouse has had like some pipes freeze and burst at his house before, which is less than cool. It's not a fun time, but it is not a very common occurrence, at least. Oh no, the yawning is back. I feel like I like woke up a little bit more. I'm actually just getting like eepy now. You lost a GFX card to that once moisture inside the tower when it was off for the night and it froze the fan. When it turned on, it snapped the blades off. Oh no! Oh, and thank you for the hydrate and posture check, Luca. I am hydrating. And I've stretched. It is not TMI. That's like normal, like summer attire, especially for bedtime. Like when I had to have the AC off, I was just like living in pajamas. To be fair, when I am not working, I normally live in pajamas. But like if it's like extra hot, like you just cannot do more than like your sleepwear, or else you will die. Yeah, absolutely real. One, if I am not like working or going outside, I do not want to wear uncomfy clothes. Cause like, why would I? But also, if it's really hot, like sleepwear is like typically, unless it's winter, I guess, like the coolest stuff you own, anyways, because you don't want to be hot at night. So it's like the most comfortable. Because I guess like I'm pretty particular with like how I sleep. I have to have like the conditions perfect, or I will not be able to sleep. I will just be like awake the whole time. Um, so like correct temperature is like critically important. Also correct weight, because like autism. And like white noise, I have like a little air filter to help with like the cat fuzzies and like cat particulate. Um, and if it is off, I cannot sleep. I'll just be like laying there and being like, wow, why am I not falling asleep? And then I'll be like, oh, white noise is gone. Gotta get up and turn it on. Because sometimes the meow meows will step on it and has like a little button on the top and they will just turn it off. I assume because they want me to eat as much of their hair as possible. Because why wouldn't you? Bravo! Hello, hello! Hello, hello! Hi, Ravo! How was stream? What were you up to? Hi, everyone! Ravo Raid! Ravo Raid! Everyone please go check out Ravo. She is awesome. She does great ASMR. We love Ravo. And hi everyone! Hello, hello! Hello, hello! If anyone does not know me, hi, I am Bucket, your local lab mouse. Um, Oh, and Aka, hello, thank you for the raid. Thank you. Oh, we're on cooldown. I will give you a shout out in just a minute. Zoomy raid, double raid. Woo! Hi everyone! What were you guys up to? I hope both of y'all's streams were super good. But yeah, for those of you who do not know me, hi. I am Bucket. I am your local loudmouse VTuber. Living in your walls, working in the lab. Definitely not watching you sleep, and definitely not taking suspicious samples. To study. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Thank you for the follow, Sour. Hello. Um, we do a lot of Yap ASMR here, and we do some gaming on Thursdays also. And hi, Zomas. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Cheese to meet you. Yeah, sometimes we do a little peeping out the mouse hole. Sometimes we like do a little watching. We do a lot of horror themed content here. You would hate that? You would hate it? Oh no, I would never do it. I'm just like a totally normal mouse. My limbs are totally not made of metal. I am not an abomination made in a lab. I'm just so normal, such a normal mouse. We're just chilling here, just, hanging out. Hi Pom! Hello. Let me see if my shout out is off cooldown. Maybe? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, everyone go give Akka some love too. Thank you so much for the raid again. I hope you guys have really good evenings. But yeah. I don't remember what I was talking about. I got so distracted. Was I talking about anything? Yeah, we got raids from Rabo and Akka. Yeah, of course. Everyone remember, if you were streaming, make sure to like rest and do some stretching and drink some water. And if you have to go to sleep, get some rest. But thank you so much for trusting me with your communities. I really appreciate it. We are just yapping. We are yapping and chilling. Oh, and thank you so much for the follow, Akka. We are chilling. I'm getting kinda eepy, but I'm gonna try and stay awake a little bit longer. It's not really my normal bedtime yet. I've just been yawning a lot today. You are yapping too? Dude, we love a yap. What yap? You just woke up from a nap? I mean, naps are good. Nap sounds good. We're kind of in sleepy mode today. We're kind of in cozy sleepy time mode. So kind of maybe that's what we're gonna do. Like you need to sleep. Yeah, get some sleep. Take a non-nap. Take an actual bed. I will. It is almost bedtime. We're gonna kinda wind down. We'll do some more like relaxy stuff. We will not talk about anything weird for the rest of the night. Maybe. Hopefully. Hi, good for some. Hello. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Cheese to meet ya. I'm so sorry I keep yawning. Brain is just like fully on EP mode. I'm even like, wow, am I gonna have time to do a little horsey race before bed? Which has become my normal, like, brush teeth, wash face, put pajama, get in bed, race a horse, fall asleep, like ritual. I don't know. I really do need to start reading again. I really liked it when I used to Like when I very first started streaming, I would do like um tell people about like the book I was reading. um and I kind of like that. It was fun because they're like, they're like slappa. So it's kind of fun to just like ramble about this really stupid book that I was reading. Um but I haven't read like since then. And I need to get back to it. I need to finish my horror book too. I thought about reading it the other day. But I didn't. I was just kind of like, ugh, I don't know. I don't really feel like it. I don't know. I don't know. And then like by the time I got in bed, I like watched a TikTok video and was like, never mind. It's sleep time. I am not reading my book. Instead, I brain rot it, which is maybe not healthy or good. Not that like the book is like, I don't know, an intellectual novel. It's like either like splatter horror or like romantasy slop. Which are probably just like, the worst genres for like, I'm learning something. But they're fun. They're fun books, so it's fine. It's fine. We can have a little slop as a treat. We can have a little slop as a treat. I tell myself all the time. Like when I watch like my slop reality TV shows last week and like stayed up till like 2 a.m. one night just like watching absolute garbage reality TV. It was fun. It was really fun, but it was like not good. Sometimes, like when I do the little tappies, I close my eyes a little, and I cannot do that right now. Oops. Oops. Hi, Deji. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. It's really good to see you. How are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing a little sleepy. I'm doing getting kind of sleepy. It's been a very sleepy week for me. How are you? How are you? I hope you are well. I think like every day this week, I've been like, hi dwellers, I'm pretty eepy today. Or like, I didn't sleep great. We're gonna have like a short one today. And at least they haven't been like super short this week. But I feel kind of bad because I have not been streaming as long as normal. But I just keep getting tired. Which maybe just means that I needed like more rest. Because I had like some extra days off, and I kind of expected to get like additional rest on Monday, but I did not. I did not get any. I instead got up very early and then have been doing that the rest of the week. I think also the effects of like being at the lab more are catching up with me. It's okay to be eepy, yeah, but being eepy means I have to leave the dweller sooner, and I don't like that. So being eepy is less fun, but I know I also always tell people if you are eepy, go eep. And I also need to eat reasonably. You're good too? You did an oil change on your motorcycle today? Then you were driving with a group now and you're chilling? That's very cool. I always thought motorcycles were really cool. Brother Mouse drives a motorcycle, or rides a motorcycle. I guess it's not driving. I don't know. I wish I knew how to do an oil change. I try and like be somewhat knowledgeable and do as much as like maintenance stuff as I can, but oil change sounds hard. I don't know how to do that. But that sounds really fun. I hope it was a good day for riding and it wasn't too hot for you wherever you are. It was very hot here. It's pretty fun. Good. It sounds like good time. it sounds like a good time. I'm excited for it to be fall. There's a thing that me and Papa Mouse do like every fall. We'll go like on a little mountain adventure, and we'll just go like on a little mountain drive and go see some like national parks and like river and get like some apples and have like lunch at like a little cool like cafe in the mountains and just have like a little fall time like seasonal adventure. And sometimes there's like a little craft fair at the same like time depending on when we go, and I'm always excited and I'm already ready for that because it's too hot, and that's like the pinnacle of like my fall time activity, and obviously Halloween. Your parents riding a motorcycle for a handful of years midlife crisis kill the mystique for you. Papa Mouse had a motorcycle before I was born, but then Mama Mouse was like, please stop riding that. Please do not die on a motorcycle. Because she had like with like one of her ex-boyfriends, like I think in college, he had a motorcycle, and she had been like riding on the back of the motorcycle, and he like was driving recklessly and crashed it, and they were thankfully like both fine, like she was not hurt at all, but she was like stuck on like the side of the road, and he crashed it, and then he like fled the scene. He just like ran off, he disappeared, and she was like, excuse me, what just happened? What? Why did you run away? What? And after that, she was like, I did not ever ride a motorcycle again. That sounds cozy. Fall time events are so comfy. Oh, they are. I love fall. I love fall and fall time events. It's just 100% best time of year, not close. It's also like weather-wise the best for me. You became aware of the hobby through your father and you've loved it since you were a child. That's pretty cool. One time when I was younger, I thought Papa Mouse was taking me to an anime convention because he was like, oh, we're going to a surprise convention. And it was at the same convention center where I knew like local anime con was. And I was like 13. So I'd never like been to a convention. I was like, whoa, am I getting taken as a surprise because he knows I love anime? But no, he took me to a motorcycle convention, and not like bikers, like, you know, like it was like manufacturers and like long ride and like I don't know, it's just like motorcycle stuff. And two of his friends like met us there that were like motorcycle people, and I was like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this kind of surprise, Dad? Why did you bring me here? And it did end up being pretty cool, and his friends were pretty cool, and they had like done a motorcycle trip from like North America to the very bottom of South America and then back again, which is kind of rad. So they like talked about that, and I was like, wow, that's cool. But like I did not, like, we were just wandering around, and I was like, I don't know what any of this is. I'm like 13, I don't know anything about motorcycles. But it was kind of like nice for Papa Mouse to just like invite me to his thing anyways. And then I don't know, Brother Mouse does like motorcycle club stuff. And we don't ask questions about that. We just go, okay, oh, the boys are all coming over to your house this weekend. Okay. No questions. Y'all are gonna go like meet up with a different club and negotiate something. Okay. That's fine. Have fun. Be safe. But like nobody asks. We're all just like, oh, that's nice. I don't need to know anything more than that. and everyone has like funny nicknames, and I cannot remember his nickname, for the life of me, but I do remember hearing it and going like, "That's a really suspicious nickname you've got there." Like, really suspicious. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. It was about Halloween. Um, so, so, Universal Halloween Horror Nights is the thing Universal Studios. I don't know if California does it too, because I don't know anything about California, but Florida does like the Halloween thing every year, and they have like themed haunted houses at the parks, like after hours. Um, and I went like a long time ago, many years ago, to Universal during Halloween Horror Nights, but I didn't get tickets to it because I was like, this is expensive. Um, so I did not get tickets. I was just there at the same time. Um, and then I went like, wow, it's really crowded. I don't think I'm actually into this because there's just like way too many people, and I don't want to like shuffle in line through a haunted house. So I've like never considered it again. But I'm gonna go back to Universal in December, to go to the new park. Um, and I just like I was like, well, I'll just go like in December, um, and not like worry about Halloween or anything because it'll be like cooler. Ah, thank you so much. Good. Thank you so much for the biddies. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Really relaxing voice and stories and sounds. Thank you. And also, hi, Brown Moment. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. You're from Florida, but you're stationed in Virginia. Dry ass state. Hate it here. That's so funny. Florida's like so damp. I like dry states. My zone is pretty damp too, but I prefer dry. And you feel like biker names have got to be like pilot call signs where they are always based on something embarrassing you remember for. Sometimes they're like sketchy where you're like, what the fuck did you do for that? And then sometimes it's like, yeah, this is my boy, like fucking Scoots. And you're like, Scoots? And they're like, yeah. And you're like, okay. But I was looking at like the Halloween Horror Nights thing, or like it just popped up, and it was like, this year we have Terrifier, and I was like, no, no, I already am like, oh, and thank you for the follow, bro. Thank you. It's wonderful to have you. And I was like, not my boy Art. Like the year they have like a franchise I really like, and they're gonna have my like favorite clown, my boy there. I like have already determined that I am not going in October. No, not like still not that I really like want to wait in line to shuffle through a haunted house. It's not fun. But I love Art. I love him. I want to see my silly clown. I want to see him cut someone in half. I want to see his haunted house. It would probably be really fun. It would probably be so much fun. Oh, I mean, it would be so much fun to look at it. Like, I really like Set, and like, I'd like to see the little bits of it. I don't think it would be scary, because, like, how scared can you get in a line, you know? They can't touch you. It's not like there's no danger. Like, you're just in a crowd all staring at the same guy. But, like, I want to see him. He's so silly funny. I want to see what they do with it. I think it could be really cool. You like driving more at night than during the day? The vibe is so chill, perfect temperature, music, and pushing the limit is so fun. I used to really love night driving, like really, really, because like you said, it is just a vibe. Like driving at night, like with like wind and like I don't know, it's just really nice. Um, but now I don't see so good at night. So driving at night a little bit dangerous. It's not so good. It's not so good. Um, Like, it's not like so bad that it actually is dangerous. I just get really nervous because I can't see stuff that well. So I get kind of like worried. I get stressed at night now. So the vibe is kind of ruined. Kind of ruined for me. But it's just like eyeball problems. It used to be great when I could see well. But it's kind of like no matter how much light there is, I have like perception issues now. I think I'm going to do my very best next week to record another ASMR YouTube video. I don't know if I will. I'm gonna try really hard. Maybe I can at least record it even if I don't edit it. We'll see. We'll see. I was thinking about that today. You're always careful, a forward-looking driver. Yeah. People who like, I get so stressed out when I like see somebody like just not looking at the road. I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah, any progress is progress. Oh, you know what'd be smart? Because the editing is what takes me a really long time. Recording isn't like super time consuming, it's editing it all down. Maybe I can record like a couple, like do two of them. Since my goal is doing like at least one a month, but hopefully two. Like record two, edit one when I can, and then I'll already have one recorded to like start working on for next month. Yeah, the trickle edit. Yeah. I think that's smart. I think that's like probably what would help me a lot. That's kind of what I do with like clips. Is like I'll like do like a spurt of like editing, like edit a bunch of clips at once, and then like trickle post them. Even though I have been so bad about that, cause the dwellers are so nice and like get some like really good clips, and then I can like just go through and do some editing, but you'll go cut out a bunch of clips and then edit them over time. Yeah, that's what I try and do is just like download a bunch and like kind of just like edit and like post and edit and post. But if I can like get a backlog of like edited, since clips don't take as long, it helps a lot. But then I like forget to like make another batch, and then I'm like, oh shit, I have not posted in like ages. I am not good with like social media or marketing myself, and I really need to work on it if I like wanna like do good. But I'm just like, I'm not built for social media. You subtitle and stuff too, so they take a bit more time. I am lazy. I just use TikTok's like auto subtitler, auto captions. Hi, Unwritten Death. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. I need to like, cause I mostly like use DaVinci to like edit like YouTube ASMRs, but I like don't know a lot that it can do. Like I don't know how to subtitle with it or like anything really, and I might just need to like be responsible and like look into a more like useful program for clips. Subtitling pleases your font autism. Oh, I'm so bad with fonts. Like you should see me making a thumbnail just like looking at usub with, oh, I don't know what that is. Agisub? I've never heard of it. I don't know much about editing or editing programs at all because I hate them. I hate editing. I don't like making thumbnails. I don't like any of the editing parts. Like me making a thumbnail for like the ASMR videos. I was just like, just use AI. I mean, like the TikTok like auto captions is AI captions, so like sometimes it's wrong, but it's easy to fix on a clip, at least. Open source subtitling software. Mm. I might have to look into that because if I like downloaded clips and actually edited them, then I could at least put the edited clips on YouTube too. Instead, YouTube gets like it just gets my like raw ass clips. And TikTok, which like does significantly worse, gets like the high effort clips, which is so backwards. It's pretty bad. But at least I'm pretty happy with like the last thumbnail I did. I made it look like a generic like ASMR thumbnail instead of like the ones I have been doing, which were like I had like I don't know little wires and stuff. And that one did like so much better than like normal. Not like so much, but like a little bit. And I was like, oh, I guess I probably should have been doing better, huh? I should have been making better thumbnails. I should have made graphic design my passion when I actually just don't like it. Um, it's very funny that VTuber clipping is the only reason you finally learn to use a legal copy of Sony Vegas you have owned for like a decade. Look, I mean, like good clips are so good and they do like so much. I just like I have some friends who like love video editing and like do all these effects and make like super cool like little clips and like mini videos for like good like attention and marketing and whatever. And I'm just like I am so fucking brain dead about how to do that stuff. It is just like my brain is just like I don't even know how you got the idea to like do that. Brain does not My brain just does not do it. You bought it a long time ago and we're like, I will now start editing my tabletop RPG videos and never touched it. I mean, that's like how it works so often with stuff. Like, there's so much like software stuff I have purchased, and I was like, I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna learn a thing, I'm gonna make something cool, and then, like, no, like, do not look at my RPG Maker softwares. Once upon a time, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make my own creepy little RPG Maker game. I did not. It was never gonna happen. I don't know why I thought I might do that. I had like character sketches and everything though. Ugh, no. I mean, the only like software that I use Clip Studio. I purchase Clip Studio. I use it all the time. But I was gonna say like my most, other than that, like my most used software purchase is like Life 2D Cubism. Meanwhile, you were using GIMP to do all your tabletop RPG homebrew all that time and never even thought about buying professional software. I mean, look, sometimes you just get used to something and you go, this works. This works. Me, like, refusing to look at more, like, user friendly software than DaVinci because DaVinci is free. It's free and it works. I do need to start working on like using better like audio recording software because I record all of the like YouTube ASMRs with OBS, which is not good. It is not your audio's best friend. And everyone's like, oh, use Audacity. But I did like one where I recorded one version in OBS and I recorded the other in Audacity. And the Audacity one sounded like straight worse. And I was like, oh, I do not understand the settings of this program apparently. I worked it bad. But instead of like watching tutorials on how to make your audio sound good, I was just like, I'll do this later. I'll do this later. I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing. And I never went back and like learned how to use it, and I need to. Maybe I'll do that for like the next video I record. I will just like be like, okay, be big girl, learn how to use software that you know is better. Do not just ignore it because learning new program is scary. I might have to accept that I am now officially pretty eepy beepy. I think I do. I think I must accept it, that it is like bedtime for baby. uh, and like, we'll probably call it a night. I will find someone to raid. But thank you guys for hanging out. I had good time. I'm sorry I was so sleepy like all stream and I was a little quiet tonight. Sometimes Mouse is like a little mentally slow because low energy. But I still had a really good time. It was a very good stream for me. I always love hanging out. You pretty much edit in Vegas and sub in Aegis and then finalize in... Oh, that's so many things. That's so many programs. Hi Junklabs, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Go sleep, relax, and rest well. I will be a very sleepy, happy mouse in bed shortly. And hi Wolfa. Hello, thank you for the follow. Handbrake lets you easily bake the subs. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Raid idea? Oh, Gloomy! Hi, Gloomy! Hi, thank you for the raid. Hello! We were just talking about ending stream and raiding too. I hope you had a good stream. You were doing writing and reading, right? Because I was looking at you. I have wonderful timing where I go and I'm like, I'm gonna raid someone and they immediately end, but it is wonderful to have you. Hi raiders. Hi, for those of you who do not know me, I'm Bucket. I am your local lab mouse living in your walls. I have mechanical limbs. We do a lot of horror content. Don't worry about it if you see me staring at you from the foot of your bed. That's normal. It's totally normal. You didn't see it. I was just like protecting you and I was not trying to steal a blood sample from you while you sleep. Howdy. Hi everyone. But yeah, what were you up to? I saw something about soup. Are you guys making writing soup? What timing? Yeah, it's been a good stream. Oh, hold on. One wee for the road. Wee. Woo. Wee. Wee. You have too much blood anyways? Good, I could use it. And thank you for the follow, Six Rats. Thank you. But yeah. Those are some cute ribbons. Thank you. And hi Cole, thank you for the follow. You're reading a little horror story called in the Miso Soup. Oh, was it good? Did you like it? That's cool. That sounds interesting. I do love soup. I love soup that's in a room, specifically. But yeah, for all the raiders, I do ASMR Mondays and Fridays. It tends to be a little wretched. We have some problems not going on wretched tangents. It's mostly ASMR. And then Thursdays, we play horror games or other horror-related content. But yeah, it is... I'm an East Coaster, so it is close to my bedtime. So we are probably about to raid out also. But we'll try and find someone, find someone that will be also fun. And hi, Reload. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hazmat's playing Voice of the Void again. If you can't find someone ASMR, ooh, more Voice of the Void, more Voice of the Void. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah, we're about to end. It's close to my bedtime. I'm sorry to also be about to raid out. Do you want to shout her out? It should have shouted. It should have shouted already. It should auto shout out. Yeah, it did it already. Also an East Coaster? Yeah, it's and Mr. Meow Meow's yelling at me. Yeah, it auto shouts whenever someone raids. Thank you, Sammy. Oh, he's grouchy, he's grouchy. Yeah, it was fast. But yeah, go follow Gloomy. Go follow Gloomy. She's a very cute cat. I like a lot. I like a cat VTuber. She's very, very cool. Highly recommend. Awesome to listen to, and she has awesome taste in games. Okay, we got hazmat voices. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, let's raid Convoy. We've never gotten to raid Convoy. Um, you're about to vomit. You ate too much. Don't vomit. But yeah, meow meow, meow meow. But please go follow Gloomy. I really really like her. Let's raid Convoy. We've never gotten to raid Convoy before. Oh, Hoobie's also playing Voice of the Void. There's so many awesome people playing Voice of the Void. I'm trying to be much better about not going from hi Vi, hi Otto. Hi, I'm sorry we're about to end, but thank you. Um, but yeah, we've never gotten to raid Convoy. I've never gotten to catch one of their streams either, but they're very nice and they like to say hi to us. They're doing some web fishing ASMR. They're doing Fishing Friday. So hopefully it is a chill time. And hi Dave, have a beautiful time. We will go say hi to Convoy. Bucket raid, bucket raid. For anyone else, we have raid. We have raid? Wait, raid. Oh my god, I can't type. Never mind. Thank you. Yeah, I hope everyone has a good night. And web fishing ASMR. I don't know. I have not heard it, but that's what it says. That's what it says. It is fishing, but they have web fishing in the background. I will sleep well. I hope all of you sleep well. I will miss all the dwellers until Monday. Choo choo. Yeah, it's eepy time. It's eepy time. But yeah, I will miss everyone. Everyone have a wonderful week, and you've got a story for you Monday. Good. Do not forget. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Dwellers, have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.